Doink. Let's just hope that didn't come out. All right, everybody. We finally made it. I want to apologize for the late start. You know, not for nothing. Groove's always on time. Driver came in when he got his invite. And a couple of people, I don't want to mention any names.
Okay, well then allow me to defend myself while you're not calling me out, dickhead.
Oh no, watch him out now. This is the new Quagmire. There is no more cussing, dirty words. You know the 7 words you can't say on TV I added to the list from George Carlin? We're not going to use any more of those words. Go ahead. What am I? Go ahead. What? I know. No, you did text me and say you're on your way home. I knew that. But then you came in here and you were saying hi to everybody, how are you? Don't say hi everybody, how are you? Get on here first and then say hi everybody, how are you? Now I feel like I'm on Jamie time. I'm late. Starting to chat late.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to form sentences without profanity here. I mean, you've crippled my vocabulary.
Speaking of crippled, Steven, get in here. All right. So Stevie got his computer up. Windows 10 was giving Stevie an issue. So Stevie got his computer up.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, driver. And they're going to be long, driver. I'm going to tell you that right now. All right, let me do a quick rundown, and we'll go from there. So guess who's first, right? The ever faithful, the ever awesome, the ever most beautiful Sandy's Passions was first.
Awesome lady.
Groovy, of course, is in here with us. DSW Outdoors, looking in on us. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Driver Ball's in here with us, and yes, Driver, I'm with you on a long hot day in Texas. It's a long hot day here in Massachusetts too. We're gonna get to that too. B-Borg 001. How are you, my friend? Always a pleasure. Great to see you. Stump finally made it. He was busy. Leave him alone. He got a sunburn.
Actually, I was entertaining about 20 women at one time. We'll get to that later too.
You wish you were entertaining 20. You can't entertain 20.
My lady's in the crowd. You can ask her. And it was in public, no less.
Prepping to endure, as per usual, here on a Friday night, supporting the chat. Great to see you, dude. Great to see you.
Right on.
Sandy, if you want to rant, sweetheart, don't you worry about nothing. You can rant all you want.
Let it roll, Shug.
Right ahead.
Let it roll. Get it off your back. Collie Baglio. How are you, sweetheart? I hope things are well. Remember 9/12. Of course I remember 9/12. It's my birthday, sweetie. All right, and that's it for right now. What is going on with this thing tonight? Is just weird. I would just ask before we get rolling if you guys would share the chat for me. That'd be great. So Stevie is late because all right, Holly, that's fine. Stevie is late because he got his new computer and he's doing everything he needs to do to it. And Windows 10 decided, like it did to me that night, for those that remember, right? It decided to do updates. We all know how those go.
Yeah.
But he was just in the chat room a minute ago, so hopefully he's got everything going on. And so that's that. And now, the other thing too is that, oh, I'm sorry, I missed one. Uncle Kyle, how are you, buddy? I hope all is well.
That's what I was gonna say. Let me be the first to say I ought to go.
I hope all is well.
Hey, Unc.
If you're new here, or if you're listening and you're new here, either way, really doesn't matter. Welcome. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. But if you're listening and you're like, why? What is Mike doing? Who are these people saying hi to? There's a live chat going on, and these people are out in the chat room. So we're conversing with them as we go. So to answer that question, I'm having. All right, Sandy, we'll be here. So, but right off the bat, before I get into anything else, a good friend of mine, a good friend of some of you out here that might be sub to him and all that. One Wyndham Woodcraft. Chris lost his grandfather this past week, and so Chris, I know I already wrote it on Facebook and all that, but my condolences to you and your family.
Yeah.
Right.
Indeed.
And sorry to hear about your grandfather passing. And that sucks.
Yeah.
What was next? I had something else I wanted to. Oh, I hate Sundays. I am tired of your friggin' weather. Take it back. Okay? I don't want. The other day, we had 2 days in a row, 90 plus. And people that might be in Arizona now, or people that might be in Nevada, or people that might be in Southern Cal, or Texas, or wherever the hell it's warmer, might say, "Oh, Mikey, but it's been 100." You know what? Keep it all. Okay, because the other day it was like 93, 94 with humidity that you could fucking choke on. Okay, and keep it. I don't want it. If you're a friend of mine on Facebook, and you seen my post came through your feed today, I said in 2 words, think snow. Okay, and I wasn't joking. I'd love a foot of snow. I was jealous. I'm watching.
I won't go that far. I just think 80s.
Oh, foot of snow. I was
70s
watching
is
some country or something had snow last week. They never had snow before. They were out playing in it. Anybody see that?
fine.
Sucked. You know?
Hey, Mike,
So you said, yeah, buddy.
you're really crying about the 90s.
Listen to me. It's not the number. It's the fucking humidity that goes with it. All right?
Well, look, I'm in South Carolina. Average humidity is 60 plus.
60. I wish we had 60 plus humidity level around here.
That's average. That's
Dude,
a mild day.
Dude, I can't even get 2 pieces of paper pot. When you can't smoke a fucking cigarette, when you can't smoke a cigarette because it's so fucking humid, it sucks.
Oh, no. I live in it, dude.
Fuck.
In the last couple of days in the truck with no AC and a freaking heater that won't cut off, and it's been in excess of 100 at both days.
Yeah,
That's
when you
wow,
I
second
feel
degree
you there,
burn.
Stump.
That's when you reach under the dash
you
and you cut the wires to the heater. Go ahead.
I quite regularly am in that situation, but it's not the heater. It's that there's no firewall there, and there's a hole, and it blows right down on your leg.
Yes.
And you talk it will. I definitely
It'll
wear
leave
long
blisters,
pants
man.
because I did it in shorts one time, and I had blisters on my leg. So
Yeah.
whenever I drive that one, I've got to make sure I got long pants on, and I'll even take an extra towel and drape it from the knee
Shove in
down.
that hole. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. You shove it in the hole, and then it comes out through the cracks. All around the damn place. You know.
Jeez.
Not in that one.
Right.
But I have to agree with you. To a point, Mike. I'd much rather it be cold. I can always put on another layer, but you can't get naked enough. I don't care who you are.
Wow, it's fucking horrific.
Yep.
Horrific. Let me see.
Well, we need some measurable rain because I was out in the yard today looking around and it's coming away from the foundation of the house about an inch. So I'm right, or else I'm gonna have to actually turn on the sprinklers.
I don't know if I don't know where Mr. Tolley is either. I've been chatting with Mr. Tolley, and he might have to.
Yeah,
what's the W?
Yeah, well, driver, I definitely know it's hot in your neck of the woods. I've got some family in here right now that are in. They normally live in Austin, out there in your neck of the bushes.
Yeah.
And when they got here, they said it, honest to God, felt like, a cold front. 90 degrees, and they're not complaining, but telling me how good it feels compared to how hot it is there. I'm like, jeez. So y'all.
Well, when I go see my brother, though, down there in the panhandle of Florida, it might be 10, 15 degrees cooler or whatever.
Oh.
But the humidity is so much more, to me, it feels worse.
So right now it's a little chilly. It's 76. Okay. With the humidity of 66%. The dew point is 62. That's today. And that's right now. Yesterday, I wish I could do what was yesterday's, because I know damn right well it was friggin' well over 66% yesterday. Today I could smoke without going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'll be.
There he is.
Mr. K Bayou's a welcome. Good to see you. J. Greg Campbell. What's going on? Good to see you, sir.
Right. And for anybody that don't know K-Bar user, Tom, outstanding dude. Please go check him out.
Yes. And Tom got screwed again, so we're not going to get into any discussions. Because he got screwed again last week, so we're not going to get him in trouble. Stephen, welcome. About time, just saying.
My head is
full.
Hold
on. He gets an about time, and I get a 20-minute lecture.
I give you a 20-minute lecture. You know why? You know why? Do you know why?
Because he's another Yankee. Y'all
fucking
stick
right.
together.
From the fucking South.
Let me go find the YouTube stuff now. Holy crap, this is all different. I'm freaking out.
He ain't
I'll be back shortly.
All right, we'll be here. All right.
Steve, did you have an 8-point or Windows 8 before?
7.
7.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, when I first upgraded to 10, I don't have it now. I went back. That 10 was just, I didn't care for it.
No, the 10 part is fine, but all my familiar buttons and stuff, I've been doing it the easy way for so long, I forgot how to even get into my mail to go find the link.
Double K, how are you? Great to see you, my friend. PG. That'll be Partisan Gorilla. How are you, my friend? Great to see you. Sandy want to go on a rant, but she doesn't want to. But I'm going to go on a rant. Switching gears for a half a second. There's a story. Actually, it's not a story. It's the truth. But this is out in the news. All right. You want to do a little current events. J. Greg Campbell, you want to slap in the mouth? 51 degrees today. Great to see you, Double K. 5. How can I say this? Because I really want to start cleaning up my language, but 5 of the most ignorant, self-centered, scum-sucking whale scum off the bottom of the ocean, people decided that they would film a man down in Florida drowning.
Oh, drowning.
Now, there's so many other words I want to use. Here's my problem. I don't want Google kicking me off. But here's the thing. Jay Watt in the house. Great to see you, my friend. Welcome back to the Quagmire. Not that you ever never left, but you know what I mean. You have 5 people and you're watching another human being drown. I have no use for you. I don't care if you can't swim. I don't give a rat's shit if you can't swim. Pick up a phone and call 911. Do something. Go find something that floats and throw it to the fucking person. Go have a person that does swim, bring the float out to that person. Do something. Don't take video. What did you think you were going to do? Make millions on it and sell it and have it go viral and become millionaires over somebody's untimely death?
Wow.
You absolute pieces of fecal material for watching another human being drown. So here's what I like to happen to you 5 miserable sons of bitches. Okay? Here's what I want to happen for you people. Okay? I want each one of you to get in a separate swimming pool. I want somebody to fucking tie your hands behind your back. Okay? Then I want somebody to throw you into that swimming pool. Okay? In the deep end, of course. Okay? And then have 5 people stand around and watch you. That's what I want to see. Because payback's a bitch. I don't even know how you're laying your head down at night. I don't even know how you could have done that. How could you look through a camera lens and filmed someone dying and not help?
Yeah.
How can you be that self-absorbed? You self-absorbed pieces of absolute fecal material. Yous all suck, all 5 of yous.
Well, I didn't watch the video. I
didn't
didn't even care to watch it. I did read a couple of the comments, and the only one that I plausible explanation was something about alligator infested pond.
Fine, throw them a log. Do something.
Yeah, do something. I still agree, and make some phone calls or go out there and, if nothing else, yeah, do something. Try something.
Get the longest freaking branch you can. Do something. Attempt something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
there.
Wow.
That's a bunch of crap.
Fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I didn't.
Absolutely phenomenal. And not for nothing, where they from? The South. No, but you know what I mean? It's just, how could you just stand there and film it? Dude, I don't care if it was, that'd be like me going ice fishing, right? And somebody going down on the ice and me breaking out the friggin' GoPro.
Oh, well, believe me, there's more people interested in catching a video of anything anymore rather than reaching out and giving a helping hand. Whether it be an accident, some pedestrian getting ran over, or somebody getting ready to jump from a bridge, or whatever.
Yep.
More people are interested in getting it on film or on a vid rather than reaching out and saying, hold it, you know.
They absolutely are. I agree with you 100%, Driver. You know what else they are, too? They're absolutely in a rush. They're absolutely, it's all about me. Drive. Obviously, you drive. Okay? We all drive, but I mean, we do it for a living. Okay? We don't just go to our workplace and then wait till, 9, 10 hours and then go home. We're driving all day long, so we see more. Okay? And it infuriates me more and more and more and more. People can't let you out of a street. People can't, it's just people blocking intersections. Oh, I got to get that. I got to make that light. I might be, 12 seconds late going home. So we're going to block an intersection. Okay. So with the lights trip. So now we're going to intersection blocks. You ready? Now the people can't pull out of the mall, the little mall that I was in there today. Okay. Because they're blocking the intersection. Now only because, so obviously it's a four-way. Okay. So north and south have the same light. East and west have the same light. Okay. The same green. We can't go, I can't take a left going, this way because the assholes are in the intersection. The people coming out of the mall area can't take a left because the assholes are in the intersection. Now you're fucking everything up. Why? Because you had a 12-second, you couldn't just wait for the fucking light to cycle one more time.
Right.
Okay. And it just infuriates me. It sucks. And this is why those people drive. I swear to God, this is why those people watch this guy die. Okay. Because people self-absorbed today. It's all about self, not anybody else. It's the great I am. It's and dude, I still pick up fucking hitchhikers. Okay. I still pull over when people have a flat, especially if it's a woman.
Oh, and I still pull over to assist on something like that.
Are you all set? Do you need help? Blah, blah, blah. And I go up to the car nice and slow because I know today's day and age, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah,
all right?
They're scared to death.
And I just say to them, I say, hi. I know that you got a flat tire. Is somebody coming? Would you like me to change it for you? Or blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they'll say, yeah, can you change it for me? And sometimes they'll say, I got AAA coming.
Oh.
I'll be right back. My computer's got to restart to upload some more crap.
All right, bro. We'll be here.
I'll be back.
We'll see you tomorrow.
May take a while.
G-Trapper, welcome. Good to see you. Sorry, you guys, I haven't been on the outside chat. Did I miss anybody?
Yeah,
I think I got Jay Watt. Who?
Car carrier.
Yep. I got Double K. Had to finish watching Will Penny. Okay. But it's just, I feel so bad for that man's family. And him, obviously. But damn, just to watch somebody die just so you can get on film.
That's pretty messed up right there.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
What kind of individual does that?
Do something.
Yeah.
You got a vehicle nearby, drive your vehicle halfway in the fucking place, then use your freaking long branch stick, whatever you got. And if you don't have, at least make a phone call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I just, when I ever saw that, I didn't see the video, obviously. But when I ever read about it, I wanted to throw up in my mouth. Yeah, good point, Double K. They do, But you know what? I still feel better, Double K, knowing that I at least stopped and I at least tried to be nice.
Yep.
Well, especially out in the wide open spaces.
Yep. No, but he's right though. You're gonna get those ones that that don't want you to come near, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like around here, where we're at, situation like you're talking, Mike, flat tire or whatever, you stop. I guarantee you, AAA ain't coming because they don't know where we're at. Okay, stuff don't show up on Google, but 9 times out of 10, it's my husband's coming or my youngin's coming, or like you were saying, do you mind helping me change it, please, or change it for me, something like that. And I don't know about a lot of y'all, but situations like that, everybody's always like, well, what do I owe you? I tell them quick, you don't owe me a thing in the world. Just, next time you see somebody you can help, do the whole pay it forward thing. Help somebody when you can.
Absolutely.
Life's too short to be self-absorbed in just you, man.
I probably no. This is before my boss now, so I can't get in trouble for something that happened before him. So I'm doing my New Hampshire run one time, and it was probably about this time of the year, late July, early August. Anyways, backpack, the whole, hadn't shaved, and I'm like, hang on. Whoa. And I stick my head out the window, and he comes to the, and I go, through hiker? And he just started smiling. He goes, yeah. I go, when's the last time you had a cheeseburger? He goes, I don't know. I just get in. Come on, hurry up. So he get in. And I went, took him to a burger joint. I said, what do you want? What trailhead do you want to go? And he said, oh, dude, it's like 2 miles away. I said, that's 2 miles you don't have to walk. I said, just don't tell anybody because now you cheated. Right? I said, come on, get in. And, okay, don't worry about it. So, I'm like, get in, so give him a ride. We go get a burger for him and everything. And he was happy than a pig and friggin' shit. He got off his feet, sat in a nice cushioned chair, not a rock. You know what I mean? Not a log. You know? And he was happy than a pig and shit.
Situation like that, man, those little small luxuries are huge.
Oh, yeah. And that's all he wanted was all the grease and the fat. He's like, yeah, I need a cheeseburger.
Right.
I can only imagine what you lose in calories and shit when you're hiking. When you're hiking, period. Let alone frickin' doing the AT.
Yeah.
Or doing the what's the one out west? Greg, what's the one out west? Pacific something trail, Pacific something Northwest Trail. You know who did that trail? Is Craig Dweller.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And was it that one or the Sierras? One or the other. He's got a video on. He's got videos on.
Either way, my hat's off to him. Damn it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Craig Dweller's big hiker. Big hiker. Wow. Pacific Northwest Trail. Thanks, Greg. K-Bar user, that sucks, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. That absolutely sucks, bro. What else? But yeah, so people suck today. I mean, where I came from, up here, I know some of you people don't have snow, but where I come from, we do. And, maybe because my old man taught me and my brothers, you go take care of people first and then you can go play in the snow, so we go take care of the old neighbors, the older, you know what I mean? They were in the 70s or whatever, or older. And we go shovel their driveways, And he used to tell us, don't take a dime. They want to feed you. They want to give you hot cocoa. Drink it all. Eat all that you want. Don't take a dime. And I mean, I don't know. Today's it's just bananas. It's just bananas. It drives me absolutely shithouse.
Yeah, you're right, man. Because I mean, just like you were saying, when folks like us, we were young, we were taught family takes care of family. You look out for the old folks, and you look out for kids. That was the three important things in life, right there, man.
Yep.
And now nobody worries about that shit. They should, but they don't.
Yeah.
Because everybody's worried about, well, I've got a better car than they do.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a bigger house than that person does. My swimming pool's bigger than theirs. I got news for you. It may be called the human race, but it ain't a race. You ain't winning shit. Everybody's going to end up in a freaking hole in the ground in a box.
Yep. You know, and it's like, if it isn't my pool's bigger than yours and my house is bigger than yours, it's, oh, can you believe these shoes were $200? Can you believe these jeans were fucking 115?
Yeah.
Can you believe you're a fucking idiot?
Yeah. Right on.
I don't give a rat's fuck how much you pay for your clothing. I don't give a rat's fuck how much you cost you for dinner. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think everybody's got somebody in their family that you know, won't go to a secondhand shop or won't eat leftovers or something like that. You know,
not anybody in my house. I can tell you that. Not anybody I'm related to. If your last name's DeLucia, let me tell you.
Yeah, but not
let me tell
everybody.
You got hand-me-downs.
Has that name?
You got hand-me-downs. You ate leftovers, if there were any, because we have 6 of us in my house.
Right.
Oh hell yeah! Hey, I went through that period of time with the powdered eggs, powdered milk, and all that happy bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Aren't they just great?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I can't really sympathize with that one. I had the luxury of growing up on a farm. We always had, fresh eggs, fresh milk, and definitely had fresh beef.
But
I blame my childhood for my freaking cow fetish now. My other half gets upset with me sometimes. I swear to God, man, in my mind, every meal has to have meat and lots of it.
I'm there. I mean, once in a great while, I can go without it for a meal, but not for the day. I'm saying for a meal.
No, every meal must have meat.
I have to have at least a burger. I have to have at least. I'm with Driver. I at least have to have some kind of meat sauce going into my yap at some point during the day. It can be steak and eggs. It can be, what do you call it? Sandwich at McDonald's. It has to have some kind of meat, be it pork, be it beef. It's got to be some.
Oh, I agree, but it's every meal, not once a day or something. No, to call it a meal, it has to have an animal in it. And me personally, I prefer that motherfucker mood.
Right. But yeah, so and I get tired of that bullshit too. But
yeah.
So see, Sandy, you can rant all you want, sweetie, because I just did, and
right on.
Because shit bothers me too. We're all human, and you know what? It's just the way life goes.
Oh yeah.
You know what else I can't stand? See, Sandy, you got me on a roll. You know what else I can't stand?
What's up, buddy?
I can't stand people that have money coming out their ass, and yet they'll go eat dinner they'll make sure they're in the restaurant by 3:59, so then they get their early bird special at 4:00.
Yeah.
Because they have to save the $3.42.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying something's wrong with being frugal?
Nothing wrong with being frugal as long as you don't even come close to the line of being a cheap prick.
Well, that's why on the happy hour, 5 minutes before the happy hour is over, I make sure that I go ahead and order a double.
That's different.
Even
I'm
though
going to tell you why it's different.
You're just taking advantage.
Right. Exactly. Because I would too. I would order, 2 Budweisers. Do that at last call too. Okay.
Yep.
I did it at last call. Mike, what are you having? How long are you going to be here? Probably an hour. Give me 3 buds. Leave them in the chest. Give me 1 and I'll put 2 in the chest. Oh shit, yeah. Yep. That's it. But I'm paying for him, and I'm going to tip him. I'm going to tip him more for doing me a favor.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
No. That what you meant, what you had there was different, Driver. No. That's you're good there.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, here's the people, right? And this is what burns me because you have these well-off, well-to-do people, right? and they break out their fucking calculator to see how much the fucking tip's going to be. You can't put in your head, bill is fucking 40, the bill is fucking $55. Most nice people will give 20%.
Yeah.
Right. You can't put you can't just go 55 times 2 is 10, carry the 1. 10 and 1 is 11.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then put $11 and then add that up if you can. I know it's hard adding 5 and 1 and 5 and 1 and putting 66 as your total.
All right.
No, you know what they're doing? What's it go? I think it goes 8, 15, 20. Okay. Yeah. Now it's on the receipt. Now
and that just burns me up because
now it's on the receipt. So the other night I took my wife out for her 50th birthday. Happy 50th birthday again to my wife. So
Right
I
on.
take her out for her birthday, right? I'll tell you the story in a minute. Anyways, I take her out for her birthday. I'm looking at the receipt and I'm like, what the fuck? And she goes, what's the matter? And I goes, the tip's already there. I know how to do a tip. I goes, I like you. You're getting 20. I like you. You went above and beyond. I'm going to give you 25.
Yep.
I go, but I do that. I says to her, I do that in my head. I go, you telling me that people can't just do that in their heads? So,
well, I don't think
trying.
it's because of that. I think it's because it is basically a hint saying, hey, our servers are working for tips. This is our rating here,
Right.
8, 10, 15. And it's on the receipt. Well, even with bad service, I leave something. It won't be the 20%, but it's still going to be enough to, and depends on if it was their fault or the chef's fault or whoever. Now, if it's the waiter or waitress themselves, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But if food was lousy, that's not their fault.
No. Real quick, hello to HRM Weapons. How are you, brother? Good to see you, as always. Mr. G Mangos is in the house.
What's up, brother G?
How are you, G?
Yeah, man.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. If my food sucks, it ain't the service problem.
Right.
Okay.
Now, I don't on the tip thing. I don't bother, figuring, 20% of the bill. I don't deal with all that. If the service was good, she's getting a damn good tip. $20, $30, whatever.
Oh yeah, right.
If the quality of service sucked ass, I'll be the dick that takes my pen out of my pocket and writes on a napkin and lays in the middle of the plate. You suck. Find a new profession.
Now, what gets my goat, though, is the majority of the chain restaurants, the tip is not going to the server.
No,
it is going
into the chain.
Into a pool.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's divided out. So the lousy waiter over there is getting the same amount as this one over here that should be in a 5-star cotton picking restaurant doing the service.
Right.
Right. I hate that. Somebody told me that they did that out here too. And my thing is too is that out here in Massachusetts, I don't know about anywhere else, but out here in Massachusetts, unless it went up. Now I'm only going by when I bartended, okay, and that was in the 90s. You used to have to record 8% of your tips
for the government.
So for you mathematicians out there that don't know what the fuck Mikey D just said, you're a bartender in Massachusetts, you're a wait staff in Massachusetts, you earn $60 in tips. How much do you have to record at 8%? That'd be quick math, $4.80. Okay. So I don't know what it is anywhere else.
They can't even count change back anymore.
Oh yeah, I know.
The computer didn't say give them $13.50 back.
Right.
They wouldn't know how much to give you, let alone count it back to you properly. You gave them a 20, and this is $13.50. There's 14, 15, 5 is 20.
A
You
lot
know?
a lot of places around here,
Yep.
loose change, they don't even count it anymore. A machine dispenses that, and they just give you back the
Yep.
folded money, the bills.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. But I agree with you though, driver. I don't think that's right. So if that happens in Massachusetts, now not only do you have to, if you did good, now you have to record. You still have to record your 8%, and now you have to share with Susie Q, who's out smoking all night long, who wasn't taking care of her customers, and now you have to give her your money. Yeah. See, here's the problem with that. Okay.
It's called socialism.
Yeah.
yeah,
If the wait staff in those restaurants got smart, they wouldn't work there.
right.
I'm gonna almost guarantee you something right now. At least out here, it isn't like one restaurant has 50 waitresses. Okay, they only have enough to get by. You know, they have like maybe 3 extra to cover vacations and sick days and all that. 3 or 4 extras.
Yep.
So let's argue and say they have 15. All right. Well, if 13 of them say, fuck you, we're leaving because we don't want to be pulled in with our tips anymore, what the fuck are you going to do?
Yep.
Right before the place opens at fucking noon or 11 or 1 or whatever.
Yep.
What you going to do? Nothing. You're probably either going to cave or put clothes on the door and not even open.
Right.
You know? Yeah, but I would hate that. But here's on the same token, I think I might have said this before, but in case I did, I apologize. I bartended one night, and the wait staff came and tipped me back out. I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, oh yeah, we got to tip the bartender out. I goes, no, you don't. Here you go. You earned that. All I did was, I said, I was a mixologist for you. I said, I take care of the bar. People at the bar, yep, I'll take that money. People sitting out in the booths, out in the chairs, and all that bullshit, out in the dining room, that's you.
That's right.
You earned it. You keep it. That's just how life is with Mike. You know, and they're like, well, no, Mike, that's not how we do it. I said, I don't care a shit how you do it. It ain't about you. Okay?
And
about me.
And they do that a lot around here too. And like I said, I don't agree with that, but I do agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Everything on those 3 corners that are around the bartender, that's his.
Yep.
But anything that he's doing for the wait staff, that's theirs. I mean, that's your job, is to make drinks for them, for their people.
Right.
So now if they want to come up at the end of the night because they had a great night and said, hey, Mike, you know, here's a 10 spot just because you did a fabulous job on keeping them rolling when I came up. You know,
that's different.
That's different.
Yeah.
But not every
It's
single
not
solitary. Yeah. Because where I came from, the girls made like $3.63 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even joking. They made like $3.43, $3.63, something like that an hour. That was their hourly wage. Okay. And then, you know, they got their tips. Okay. And again, they had 8%.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I will guarantee you, my pay was $5 an hour. Okay. And I will guarantee you, within 1 hour's time, I had more money than they did.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing anything good. I'm not, you know, I'm not no fucking, this ain't, well, not casino. What was that? What was the Tom Cruise fucking, right?
Cocktail.
That, nope, none of that bullshit. Okay. But that's just how I feel. Give it to the girls and the guys that serve.
Yep. And if you got free pour, the hardest thing to remember, because a lot of folks ain't gonna come in and order some fancy fucking drink with 7 or 8 liquors in it. And, yeah, most folks are coming in, you know, it's a Jack and Coke, Crown and Coke, something like that. If it's free pour, all you got to do is be able to count to 3. You know, it's not that damn difficult.
No.
Yeah.
Either, and if you can't count to 3, if you still have your shoes on, you can't count to 3.
Greg.
All right, you do the old man. You do the old. Just so I happen to have a cup in my hand. You do the old trick. You either take 2 fingers or 3 fingers. Either way you want to look at it. You use 2 fingers because you have ice on the bottom.
Yep.
And do your 2 fingers, or just do straight 3 fingers. Boom.
Yep.
Boost hits the top finger. You're done.
Yep.
Okay. Real simple.
Yep.
Automatic shakers. The automatic pourers. Oh, yeah, they were great because if you didn't clean them all, 2 things would happen. Either, because we all know that booze is nothing but sugar, right? So what does sugar do? It eventually coagulates, right? It forms a solid, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the inside of your pourers. So you did 2 things. It either turned into a free pour, okay, or it wouldn't come out. Or did it just go,
Yep.
blip, 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 okay? So
Yep.
I miss bots, and I had a lot of fun doing it.
Oh yeah.
Well, all right, Tom, good seeing you, and you stay safe too, and have fun with the hot lady, my friend.
Right on.
Sandy, I'm telling you, anytime you want an event, sweetheart. And by the way, young lady, don't forget, you have an open invite to the Quagmire anytime you want it.
That's right.
Okay.
And I'm sure Michael will agree with me when I say this. If you want to do your venting, do it. If you want to get on here and vent, do that.
Absolutely.
Baby, we're cool. I mean, whatever you want us to do, just do it. We're
I have
cool
no
with
problem with it.
Yeah, we got your back.
Because I got to
Damn
tell you
right.
something. You know why venting's good? Because instead of bottling it all inside, right? And once you do that, right,
Mm-hmm.
it usually comes out, obviously. But when it comes out, it comes out on the wrong person.
Yep.
Now you're in the soup with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're still in a pissy mood because of what happened.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
Sweetheart, you on the pin will be an awesome idea. You don't get it.
Oh, yes, it would be.
You don't get it. And you can't say that because I'm going to start talking about buying knives. Exactly, prepping to window. I was just going to say that. By venting, you relieve yourself of stress. I swear to God you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's literally
I
just
hate
like a
stupid people
friggin'
too, Sandy.
it's
I'm sorry.
literally just like a pressure cooker. You know, you got that little weight up there that jiggles and it's venting off excess pressure. Stress being your pressure. Well, if you don't let that little thing do its job and let stuff go little by little by little, it explodes. Then you need a new kitchen, a new pressure cooker, a new roof, a new every damn thing.
Yep.
So yeah, cut that shit loose. Let it roll.
Or if you're like me, you need a new set of teeth or a fucking nose job or fucking stitches or
Oh yeah. And
You
there'll be
know.
a trip to the burn center because, you know, let's face it, scalding
what I
hot
mean?
liquids, it kind of sucks.
That's all right, sweetheart. I'm telling you, Sandy, it's all good.
All right.
It is all good.
Yeah, just let it all out by all means.
Yeah. And just about most everybody here's got my phone number. So if you got a phone number for one of them, feel free to get that number. Give me a buzz. I'll sit there and listen to you bitch about something all night long if you want to. Or vent, excuse me. Mike said I'm supposed to cut back on my profanity here.
We're all going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya afterwards, too.
I don't know about the kumbaya part, but we'll probably sit around the campfire and, you know, see if we can't slowly drain a bottle of whiskey or something.
Well, I'll join a ball of Mountain Dew or Pepsi, but you can have the whiskey.
Right. If Mikey's there with us, we definitely drinking Mountain Dew or Pepsi.
As long as it ain't fucking warm, I will not. I hate warm soda.
No, that's like a sin type thing. You know,
Start drinking warm beer. I can honestly say when I drank, I never, not one time in my life, ever drank a warm beer.
mm-mm.
Not once. No, you know why?
Because it's nasty as hell.
Well, other than that, first and foremost, it wasn't in the bottle of the can long enough to get warm.
That's right. And I will even fess up to on Saturday preparing for Sunday. A couple, 3, 4 cases that
Oh,
go
yeah.
in the big cooler Sunday, sometime in the afternoon, with a whole box, sometimes 2 boxes of rock salt in there with the beer and the ice. Close it, some bitch up, and go around the seam with duct tape just to keep any from cold from escaping. You see the rock salt? That's how it works in your ice cream maker at home. Yeah, it actually lowers the temperature without it freezing yet. So instead of 32 and everything freezes solid, it can actually get down in like the upper 20s. So your beer, when you pop the top, will be almost slush. It's so damn cold.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Little backyard redneck science for you.
Right on.
Now, it's funny because when it was in the heat like this, like it is out here now,
Mhm.
I had a hard time putting beers down. I drink about 8 of them or 10 of them, and I'd be like, this ain't going to last. I can feel it. I can feel myself getting full, and I'm like, no,
Yep.
this heat sucks. And then I'd go make, a gallon of vodka Collins or something, and that shit was like lemonade. It's just,
Yep.
you know.
Of course, your blood sugar was going sky freaking high the whole time.
Who the fuck was counting blood sugar? I don't know
Right.
what's going on.
But yeah, definitely booze is lighter on the stomach than beer.
As long as I couldn't, if I abused whiskey and shit,
Mhm.
fuck, I was down for 2 days. Seriously, I mean, like not getting out of bed, nothing. I would be down. I'd do all my throwing up, and then I'd be down for like 2 days.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into all that. Like get hammered from it, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I can do a shooter or I can sip it or whatever, and that's fine. But I couldn't sit there and drink, a half a bottle of Old Granddad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I would just, no, I couldn't do that. Yeah. Welcome back. Not that you ever left, but it's always a pleasure to have Mr. Tolley with us.
Right on.
Hi. Can you
How
hear
you
me
doing,
okay?
sir? Yeah.
Cool.
It's good to see you.
I'm awake for a change. We had a rain day today, so I didn't have to go anywhere or do anything.
Ah.
Good.
Kind of sucks because you don't make no money that way, but
Nope.
Yeah.
Right.
But every once in a while, you need a down day. Sandy, come this way. I'll make you a vodka Collins. You'll never forget. Absolutely. Cold as hell. It would be like lemonade. You wouldn't even know that it's friggin' a Tom. You wouldn't even know that it's a Tom Collins.
Right on. Damn, we got to find a different subject than drinking because I'm wanting to drink now.
Right.
Well, I'm still a little bit too dehydrated to go ahead and have any tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah, with this heat. Where did Stevie? Oh, Stevie fell off because of the thing, right?
Yeah, it's done all its updating and regrouping, and
of course he's probably texting me and I can't hear because I got my headphones on.
Yeah, he sent me one shortly after he dropped out. Just said, "Damn." Hey, so when you change computers, man, it's always aggravating because like we were all saying, it's a new system to get used to. And then most everybody knows Windows 10 is a totally different critter than anything else you've been messing with.
All right.
So what have you been up to, my friend, Mr. Tolley? It's really good. It's really good to see you. I thought that was rather funny when I was talking that late. I was telling groove before we went live. And I just thought it was funny, you know. I'm just talking to him. Where you from? Minnesota. Minnesota. It's the first. I was telling Groove, it's the first Minnesota license plate I've ever seen this way. You know what I mean? Obviously, when I went to Minnesota, duh, I saw them, but you know what I mean? I never saw a Minnesota plate in the state of Massachusetts. I was actually thinking the last 3 weeks, and I'm not counting Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island, because I see them all the time. Okay, even New York, I see a lot because I'm on the Massachusetts Turnpike, I-90. So, I mean, Route 90, same thing.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know, you see them all the time. But I've seen Minnesota, Ohio, Virginia, Florida, Maryland, North Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee, and my all-time favorite, Alaska. Alaska looks like New York's and part of Pennsylvania's. Orange, just black. Boom. Everything's in a, you know what I mean? Blue lettering, orange background.
Yeah. Well,
But go ahead.
I mean, so if you don't mind, I'd actually like to ask Mr. Tully a leather question here, because I've got
Go right ahead.
I've got a holster I'm supposed to make for a fellow at work, actually the boss man. It's a Ruger Vaquero. And he's wanting a basic plain Jane, just a holster for it, but he wants it cross draw. What angle do you normally use on a cross draw holster? You know, as far as the belt loop in relation to the pitch of the holster itself? Because, I mean, I'm kind of at a loss. I'm not sure what angle to put the belt loop in at, you know?
About 30 degrees.
About 30?
That much?
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
That one for TR, it was about 30
Yeah.
degrees.
Wow.
All right. Outstanding, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Write that down before I friggin' forget it.
I got one for the panel.
Well, regulation,
Go ahead,
cowboy
Doug.
competition shooting,
Uh-huh.
the regulation is 30 degrees.
Okay.
Some number that's regulation for cowboy action shooting.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, he bought this Ruger Vaquero, and the guy he bought it from, you probably know more about it than I do, but apparently there's some sort of competition out there where the guys take use basically any single action revolver, but a lot of guys use Vaqueros for some reason, and they use the primer and wax bullets to pop balloons at like 20 feet or something, and it's for speed.
It's cowboy action shooting usually on horseback even.
Yeah. All right. Well, the guy.
Bullet shells, not shells.
Right. The guy had the gun, a lot of custom work done to it to make it better for that sort of stuff. And then he sold it to my buddy, who's actually my boss. And he just wants a basic cross draw holster for when he's, you know, on a piece of equipment at work, or, you know, out there on his own farm in case a bobcat or whatever comes around, or wild hog, something like that. I thought about it, you know, tonight
Right.
on the way home. I was like, fucking angle do I need to put that thing on?
Right.
Because, you know, once you've put it together, I mean, you can't exactly sew the loops on afterwards. You know, that's toward the front end of the project, you know?
I mean, the whole holster is one piece of leather.
Right.
That's what makes them so hard to make.
Yeah. Yeah, but I definitely appreciate that advice right there, man. That's going to be a tremendous help.
We did a video on it when I sent his.
Okay.
Might give you some ideas or something.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have to look that up. I hadn't seen anybody's videos lately, man. It's just, we're swamped at work, you know, moving equipment and Jesus Christ. This one outfit, we're kind of like we've got a contract with them. And normally, I'll move one, maybe two pieces of equipment a day. Now I'm at the point where I'll go to one particular manufacturer and I'll pick up part of a new off-road dump or part of a bulldozer. When I leave, I've got escorts and permits and all that crap for the weight and the width and everything. And I can get back to our town in time to get off. We'll shut down for the night. And then the next morning, I got to take it to wherever. And then I catch a ride home in a pickup or a van or whatever to get back home. And then somebody else will use that truck coming back. It's just not enough hours in the day when you're doing this crap, man.
A lot of rock and sand in the concrete plants.
Oh, God, yeah.
You pour concrete and stuff in the wintertime.
Right. Yep.
I've been putting on 600 miles a day, 5.5, 600 miles a day.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a buddy of mine, well, a town over, 2 towns, excuse me. God, what is it? The powder, the cement or whatever. Normally you got like the tanker trailer of it and they load it on the pig and the pig feeds the portable plants. Dude, he's been averaging 16, 18 hours a day, 6 days a week for the last 3 months now. Concrete is booming around here, man.
We've been running 14-hour days, which ain't exactly legal, but it is what it is.
Right.
It's just run.
Yeah.
We start some sweet corn here end of the month.
Yeah.
And stuff too, and that's 7 days a week.
Oh yeah. And that's from before sun up to after sundown. Right.
Sorry about that, kids.
Yeah.
Right down the road, 2 blocks.
Sandy said goodnight, Mike.
Oh, she already left.
Yeah.
Good night. Good night, beautiful. Good night, beautiful. Sleep well.
Just go.
Oh yeah. That's out there where you're at. I mean, some of those farms where they're cutting that corn silage. Yeah, I mean they're massive, man. I mean, yeah, they don't measure those things in acreage. They measure them in square miles or their hectares. They're huge.
Oh yeah.
All right, what did I miss here? Kid Rock is running for office.
A lot of them are.
Yeah, he put it. I don't know if it's for a mayor or a governor or what, but
Really?
I don't see that happening anytime soon.
No,
What's that? I missed that, Mike. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Kid Rock running for political office. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Shit, you'd be surprised, man.
well, he supposedly filled out the paperwork and submitted it.
He can run and just.
Yeah, I mean anybody. Hell, I could run. I mean,
Exactly.
Fill out the paperwork.
Yeah.
It's not like he's some kind of idiot.
no, he's not. No, he didn't fall off the turnip truck. I just don't see it happening because the conservatives and the they're gonna look at him and say, "Oh, look at you with your long hair. Look at you with there. They're not."
But a lot of the folks voting are going to look right past that because
real people like us.
Everybody's sick of having a fucking politician.
That's the way I see it. I'm ready for more businessmen, entrepreneurs, people that
Hell yeah.
that aren't groomed as politicians.
Right. You give me my choice to vote between Oh, motherfucker, a straight up working man or a politician, dude.
Right.
Homeboy that
Absolutely.
knows how to turn a wrench, knows how to drive a truck, knows how to sweep a floor. That motherfucker's got my vote.
Right on.
Screw the dude that's got somebody else making his bed for him every day and polishing his shoes. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Vote for the common man. Hell yes.
Damn right.
Yeah, we don't need those career politicians all over the place.
No, no,
Yeah.
no.
No, we don't.
Well, I just. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, imagine that.
Wow.
Mikey D lost for words. Are you kidding me right now?
You were lost in the
Well,
woods. We wouldn't be
I heard
surprised.
too about
Wow, there's a cheap shot.
for an office.
That's all right. That's all right. At least I go out in the woods. I don't sit on the porch and call it hunting. You know what I
I
mean?
never called it hunting. I call it filling up the freezer.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to sugarcoat it.
Getting groceries.
I know, right, Mr. Tarling? Fill our freezer, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
You
He's out
know?
getting groceries.
Yeah. You know, you want to go to the grocery store 40 miles up the road? Go for it. I go to the grocery store, walk through the front door, and sit down with a cup of coffee and wait on supper to walk by.
There you go.
What, how do you age your beef? I mean, the critters and stuff. I know we used to, put them in
Let it live longer?
salt water, soak them, and then go ahead and freeze them and all that kind of stuff. But from when we lived in Kansas and Missouri and Arkansas,
Yeah.
You'd kill a beef during the wintertime and you'd hang it up on the barn for 20, 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, around here, just about everybody, any livestock wise, well, except for the hogs, but they'll kill it and hang it in like a cooler. Because I mean, there's a lot of like deer processors around here, and a lot of the local beef farms use them still.
Right.
Because they charge something like $2 a day to hang, a deer. I think $2.25 a day to hang a freaking cow. So you leave it hanging for a few days to a week in that cooler. Let it drain really well.
Yeah.
And go ahead and process everything down. And a lot of guys, to get around the cost of hanging, once a week we have what we call cut night. So everybody will show up and everybody will cut everybody's animals up.
No. Let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Do you have to hang it?
You don't have to.
Because
per
I know
se.
more people that come November and December here in Massachusetts. Well, in October because it's bow season. Well, they can't in October because it's too warm, anyways. But I know more people that don't hang their deer. I hung my first one, but then after that, we never. My brothers, he's boom, because he was on Guam for almost 20 years, so the fucking temperature never went below 80.
Right.
And that's not even an exaggeration. The temperature never goes below 80.
Yeah.
So, he went deer hunting or hog hunting. He killed it. He skinned it. And then he put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Or the freezer. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But isn't it? I mean, you basically are hanging it not just to drain it, but to also the organisms that start to tenderize the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather have a dry cure rather than a wet cure myself.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Like me personally on beef.
Deer, when they shoot a deer in November, they'll hang it in their garage for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, when it's cold outside, that's why I was saying, we used to use the barn, put it up on the hay rack.
Well, yeah, when I shot mine up in Maine, we hung it from the tree outside the cabin.
Right.
For whatever. And I'm like, okay. But
some people like the game taste and some people don't.
Yeah, but I've had it both ways. You know, I've had it when it's been hung, and I have it when it's not been hung. And I'm gonna be honest with you, there's only, to me, anyways. Now, granted, I smoke like a banshee, and I'm sure my taste buds are pretty well shot to shit. But there wasn't all that much difference. I was always told it's whatever that animal eats. You know,
to a large degree, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, a doe,
taste.
I will hang her if it's convenient for me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm short on time or whatever.
Yep.
But otherwise, yeah, she's shot, dressed out, ground, cubed, everything the same day. It's in the freezer by dark or either by daylight the next morning.
Right.
Now a buck, I'll hang that son of a gun 3 days to a week and a half.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All that
Now,
testosterone.
granted, we're talking about a refrigerated environment. It's inside of a deer cooler.
Right.
But now with beef, it's all a matter of what mood we're in. Sometimes, it catches a bullet in a freezer inside of 12 hours. Sometimes it'll sit there and hang in the cooler for damn near a month. The
20
longer
days is the prime.
Yeah.
Now, do you cure? What do you throw, like salt? But like, how do you keep it from? I mean, that's a long time.
the cold temperature is what does the preserving, and the cold actually dries the meat some. Now, like in Japan, they have this stuff called Kobe beef. It's a special breed of cow they raise.
World's best beef.
Yeah, that shit's awesome. And minimum. I mean, that's one of the reasons it costs so much, because there's a good bit of waste. It will hang for a minimum of 30 days.
Wow.
And that's before they ever start trimming any excess fats and stuff like that. Sometimes that stuff will hang upwards of 6 months. And we're not talking about refrigerated like what we're used to.
Right.
They keep it somewhere in like the 50s. I mean, it's the outer inch or so deep will be nasty. And they slice that off. That's your waste or your spoil. And they'll carve you one of the most beautifully marbled steaks you've ever seen in your life out of it. Throw that sucker over some oak coals.
Got the price tag that it does too. But like all your real fine steakhouses are a minimum of 28 days.
Really?
Yeah. And it makes a difference, man. It really does, just in the tenderness of the meat.
Even the TV shows, right? Even like what do you call it there? Alaskan Frontier there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name there? Who doesn't really hunt because he's got all the cows. He shot a cow, got the tractor, put it up on hung it on the tractor, fucking skinned him, did everything he needed to do, and started packaging it right up.
Oh yeah,
handed it out to the family, And, he winds up. I think he said he wound up with 475 pounds of meat or some bullshit like that. But
we're not saying it has to be done. We're saying it can be done, and the end result in that aging is a lot more tender cut of meat, but you've got a lot of waste.
Is there a different way of tenderizing the meat other than hanging it? I'm not a butcher. I don't know. I mean, other than using tenderizer, and all that. But I mean,
by the calf when it's still wet, straight out of its mom's backside.
Yeah,
and this is where all the PETA type folks and tree huggers are gonna get pissed when I say this. You literally put it in a stall where it cannot move more than an inch in any direction. The more it moves, the tougher the meat gets. They let it go to about 3 to 4 months of age, slit its throat, dress it, and you've got about $100 tied up in what's going to end up being about 20 pounds of the most tender steak you've ever touched in your life.
But not true veal hadn't ever even been brought out yet.
Right.
It's taken from the inside.
Yep.
So that's the true veal, but they get an extra 40 pounds or so if they do it that way. But they usually keep them in, as far as I know, dark too.
Yeah. And they're fed a very specialized diet just to help with the marbling, distribution of fat through the meat and stuff like that. I mean, you want to get into a really high-end steak, treatment of the animal, that's part of it. Aging the beef, that's part of it. The different cooking styles or methods will have a lot to do with how tender or how juicy that piece of steak is.
Yeah, because I've had, even the bear I had, I've had a bear a couple times, once with my buddy here, and once, as you guys know, with Brian. And, oh, shit, speaking of Brian, and that wasn't gamey at all. Like, my kid brother's like, oh, I don't want to try bear because bears, I'll tell you what. I had, let me see, actually, both of them were, one was a Maine black bear, and one was a New Hampshire black bear.
Right.
And let me tell you something. They were freaking good. And you didn't know you were eating bear.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, some animals that, we eat, I actually prefer them to have that, gamey taste to them,
Right.
Yep.
And
One
some
night.
critters, that's just a part of the animal itself, it's part of what makes that flavor taste like that critter, I guess is what I'm saying.
One night, my wife was cooking venison, and I took it from my brother. We were in a rush, so I didn't take off the, off the meat.
Tell me, like the silver skin?
Yeah. Okay. And I told my wife, I said to her, hon, listen, before you cook this, you got to cut that off. Like I said, it comes right off. Watch, I'll show you. She's okay. And she's in a rush one night, and it was on a roast. She put a roast in the crock pot.
Yeah.
And it was a good roast. It was a good sized roast. And I call up. I'm like, hey, what's for dinner? She goes, oh, I put a venison roast in the crock pot. I'm like, ugh. She goes, no, it'll come out all right. I'm like, okay. I got home. I walked to the door, and there was something wrong.
The smell wasn't right.
And I went, hon, and she went, Michael. I go, what? She goes, this doesn't smell like the last time I cooked it. And I opened the thing, I looked at it, I goes, you know why? She goes, no, why? I says, did you cut off all that? She goes, no, I don't think I did. I goes, yep, raccoons be eating that some bitch tonight. She goes, what do you mean? I'm not going to eat it, and neither are you. She goes, what do you mean? I cut off a piece for her, and here, try it. And she tried it. She's like, I go,
Right.
let the coons eat it.
Yep.
The coons, the possum, and every other goddamn animal out back. The fox, they all ate it.
Yep.
Oh, back in, I guess I was probably back in my 20s. I thought I was getting a good deal. They were having like a freezer bundle sale, where you got some good steaks and roasts and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there was this one real big roast, and it wasn't marked or anything else, but when we went and cooked it and everything, and it came out, and you talk about salty and stringy, and wonder what the heck. It was a corned beef roast, which I had never even seen or heard of. I mean, I knew what corned beef was, but it always came from a can as far as I knew.
Right.
You talk about you're cooking it like a roast with the potatoes and the corn, the carrots, and all that kind of stuff, and then you get this, and it's tough and stringy, and this. Like I said, I never knew that they had corned beef that way. You got to slice that son of a bitch thin.
Got to be.
Yeah.
Corned beef's got to be cooked a little different. You can't cook it like a regular roast.
Right.
I love corned beef.
Oh, I love corned beef.
Beef is good.
Yep, every St. Patty's Day, my wife makes a nice corned beef roast. And
You're right, Jay Greg Campbell. Beer is great if it's butchered and cooked correctly. And seasoned also. My buddy that shot his in Maine, the one that I hunt with here in Massachusetts, his butcher seasoned it before they even chopped everything up. I don't know if Brian seasoned his or not. I just know that it was absolutely fucking delicious.
There's good stuff. We had an elk grow last year. A couple of
Really? Well, I had a farm raised one, so that's different. But I was up in Maine, and they had elk on the menu, so I grabbed it. It said it was farm raised anyway, so it's not like I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. We got a couple of elk farms around here.
Look who's back.
that's awesome.
Right. Welcome back, Brother Steve. But, as long as we're talking about eating critters, man, I'll be honest with you. I've eaten a lot of different things that have walked and crawled on the face of this earth and swam through the waters and all.
Oh, yeah.
But I still say the best piece of meat I've ever had in my freaking life was quail. I don't care what folks say or think or what. Dude, to me, quail is like the best freaking eating animal on the damn planet.
And see, to me, I would go with pheasant.
Well, pheasant's good, but I guess
Potato.
I mean, I really and truly guess a lot of it's just being down here in the South where I am. We got a shitload of quail, and you might see a picture of a pheasant once in a blue moon. I mean,
Yes, we got pheasant. We don't have we got quail too, but we have more pheasant.
Yeah, but
you do have pheasant up there in Massachusetts area?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically a plains bird.
No, we got all through the Northeast, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, even New York State has it.
All ours disappeared.
Yeah. And we also, we have some people call it partridge.
Yeah, partridge.
Some people call but there's two separate partridge and what do you call them? Not the same.
That's just
I'm thinking about squab.
No, it's
that's pigeon.
They're grouse. Yeah.
No, grouse. We have grouse. Okay, grouse and partridge are the same. Up here, grouse and partridge are the same animal. Okay, but if you have, here's what's weird. The spruce grouse, it's a spruce grouse. Believe me, you gotta know. It's like you might as well just drink pine needle tea with it because it's just. All right. But the pheasant around here are pretty big. They're good size. And they're good eating.
Yeah, you get a yearling. To me, that it's just fabulous.
Yep, my brother got one. But here's what bothers me about the pheasant hunting around here. So they'll beef up the woods with them, right? So they keep adding them and adding them and adding them and adding them, right? Which is fine, I guess. But they don't keep their mouths shut. And then they put on the site what day they're going to go stock the woods with pheasant.
Jesus.
Okay. So now you got fucking,
every Elmer and his damn brother
100
out
guys. There. Yeah, you got 100 guys on friggin' 800 acres of land, and all you see is feathers. And it's dumb. They don't let them because they hang around.
Yeah, it's a friggin' shooting gallery, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
But they don't. I don't know. I seen a pheasant the other day. The other day. End of June, beginning of July, end of June, something like that.
Are they ringnecks up there?
What's that?
Pheasant? Ringneck pheasants?
I don't.
Or are they?
We just call them pheasant. I don't know what the. I didn't know there was a nickname.
Oh well, there's at least a half a dozen different types of pheasants that run around.
Yeah.
Well, let me see if I can share a picture.
Got the
But
white
where I grew up
band on
in
its neck.
Kansas and all, everything was ringneck. You know.
Yeah.
They say they don't even know what happened to our pheasants. They all went away. We used to have a million of them. And they
Let me
just
see if I can.
went off, and they tried to reintroduce the Szechuan pheasant. They said it was hardier, and it never took off. It's kind of a bummer, because that used to be bigger than deer hunting down where I'm at.
Yeah.
Really?
Opening day for pheasant season.
Yeah, pheasant hunting's pretty big around here too.
Yeah, well, like I say, don't get me wrong, pheasant. It's good eating, but to me, it's hard to beat 7 or 8 quail down in the smoker. Oh my God Almighty!
Right?
Yeah, one of my friends that has a barbecue house down here, he does this quail wrapped with bacon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's one of his delicacies that he puts on the line every day. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, driver, we have ring-necked pheasant here. Ring-necked pheasants originally from Asia were introduced to Massachusetts in 1894.
I didn't know they were from a foreign country. I thought they were a prairie bird to begin with. So
Yeah, they get the red eye. They get the red around the eye. The whole, you know what I mean? The speckled body, the maroon breast, and the white ring.
Yeah.
With the black head. So let me see if I can.
Yeah, but I'm with driver. I never knew it was a foreign bird.
The females are very plain.
Copy.
Yeah, the female's really plain. I think you are right about that.
yeah, they're just brown, speckled, feathered.
All right, I just put it in the external. Hi, Dish. I just put it in the external, so that's the ring-neck pheasant that we have. That's the.
All right.
I'm sure it's the same thing we got.
Yeah, it is, Mr. Tolley. But they are good. They are good. They are good eating.
Yep.
You know what you guys have down there that we don't? And we have mourning doves, but you guys have doves down in the south like there's no tomorrow, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, I wouldn't, over here, I wouldn't say like no tomorrow. Now they come out, but when you're out hunting them, I mean, you can sit out there all day long because they only come maybe 1 or 2 at a time fly by. It's not like it's a whole.
Oh, really? Somebody told me.
Yeah, dove field down here, typical dove field. You'll have when they come in.
Yeah.
Anywhere from 5, maybe 8 or 10 will come in. But here's the thing about dove hunting. Okay, a lot of people can shoot skeet and have perfect scores all day long. Skeet, clay pigeon, whatever terminology you want to use, does not see the shot coming and does not break dance in midair or change gears in midair.
Right.
A dove is a difficult little bastard to knock out of the sky, man.
It's like trying to hit a swallow with a fucking BB gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dove has the record for the highest amount of shots per critter.
Oh, I don't doubt it at all, man. This is no joke. I know guys that'll
really good.
Yeah.
Say it again, Mr. Tolley.
Maybe I need a bigger shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Been trying with a 410, but
I
don't want to evaporate the bird either.
Go with a 12 gauge minimum. You ain't gonna give it
12 gauge to the chicken.
You're only going to get about 3 pellets in that little flying son of a gun anyway. But I mean, I do, man. Dove season around here, anywhere you go to buy shotgun shells, there ain't any more. Not, you know, not double loading. Because, I mean, there'd be guys that show up when they get there in the morning, the back end of their pickup will be squatted down 4 or 5 inches.
Right.
You know, 6, 7 cases of damn shells. Not boxes, cases. Now, granted, they'll have the legal limit, I think it's like 3 or 4 boxes with them. But as soon as they run out, you know, they scurry their ass over to the truck, grab up another armload, and run right back over.
Yeah, they have a lot of Dove charity shoots, and they go by the amount of shells shot.
And they might bring back a dozen birds at the end of the day.
Hey, let me ask you this. I thought the turkeys that were hatched, I thought they did that like back in May or April. I thought turkey laid their eggs then, no? Because
I'm not sure.
You talking
Yeah,
wild
I seen
turkey?
babies in June.
yeah, well, I seen babies yesterday.
Yeah. I'm not sure on that, but yeah, I've seen little babies. You're not fuzzy no more, but actually feathered out, but just barely. Is, you know, like you say, as late as June, July.
Yeah.
All right. Hang on, fellas. Mama's calling.
All right, fellow. We said, hey.
A lot of those down in the river bottoms around here.
Yeah.
Turkeys might be one of them critters that has a long nesting period or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering that myself.
That
But, you know,
they raise several batches,
yeah.
but it seems like if they did that, there would be more turkeys.
You know, the reality of turkey hunting, I mean, all of us know, I mean, there's a reason turkeys have been accused of drowning in a rainstorm. It's a dumb ass bird.
Yes.
Yeah, until you get a shotgun in your hand.
Yeah, the some bitches got enough brain cells and enough vision, you know, visual ability. Anything that looks out of place, nope, we're not going there. Anything moves that doesn't move the same as the other leaves when the wind blows, nope, we ain't going over there. Some bitch is smart enough to stay alive.
Right?
But if you can go full blown statue and call that some bitch in, no. Say if you can stay still enough long enough and break up your outline enough and get one called in, it's a fun hunt.
Right.
But it's definitely not guaranteed. Yeah, you're not guaranteed you're gonna get at least one turkey a year. You may go 2-3 years without a fucking turkey.
Yeah. I tell you what, I've been busted from 75 to 100 yards out just by wiggling my finger on the end of my shotgun.
Yeah.
Like, whoop! Next thing you know, that head pops up and off they go the other way.
Yeah, dude, their vision is freaking amazing. They might be on the, you know, absolute borderline edge of being mentally handicapped, but ain't nothing wrong with their vision.
I saw one sitting on the side of the interstate, I-90, down in southern Minnesota. The edge of the interstate picking up the rocks.
Yeah. But the son bitch didn't walk out in the middle of traffic, did he?
No.
Like I say, borderline. Right? That goes back to the whole thing. Borderline mentally disabled.
Mentally disabled.
G. Trapper says if they lose a batch of eggs, they'll lay another
just
batch.
Not right.
Oh, okay.
Lay one brood a year. Brood every year, and that's it.
Right.
Those freaking things, I tell you what, I think they're born pregnant.
Get this. Holy crap.
The concrete plant I go by, there must have been 60 of them down in the ditch.
Yep.
Breed.
Yeah. Now we've got a mated pair comes down to our pond every year. Yeah, there's a little small island out there from a tree I cut years ago. It was just it was a massive oak tree, and it didn't get diseased and everything. And I figured I'd bring it down before it came down on my little dock I got out there in the pond. And we dropped it, and as a result, that high spot is just still there. It's like a little small island, probably 25, maybe 30 foot across, and it sits about 2 foot above the waterline most of the year. Well, that rotted out stump is where they come to nest every year.
Wow.
And where they've been coming here for so long, and they've got so used to us, coming in and out down there at the pond, they don't even, they don't see us as a threat anymore. So it's commonplace, once they lay, we'll be down there fishing or whatever, and they, they're doing their thing, chasing down tadpoles or whatever else. They'll just get in a john boat and row. I mean, give them a little distance, get, say, within 10 foot or so of the island, and they still don't care. Yeah, you can take pictures of the eggs and the way they got the nest laid out, or I don't know if you call it a nest or not. They don't really build a nest. They just kind of wallow out a little spot in that soft dirt with like a berm around it. But I mean, they don't care that we're down there. But you let a critter, like a deer come up there near the edge of the pond to drink while we're down there. The deer's a little flighty about us. Dude, geese are some badass dudes, man. They will attack full-grown deer. They will attack anything that shows up out there they think's gonna mess with their eggs.
Right on.
Man, they can make a racket.
You know what I thought was kind of funny? The other day, I stopped to let, I don't know why, I don't normally do this, but I stopped to let a family and a half of fucking Canadian geese go by.
Mm-hmm.
That's, old ones and the chicks,
Right.
And then all of a sudden, what's with them? A white goose.
No shit.
And I go, wow. I'm always like, what's the matter? I wouldn't have guessed that they would have allowed that white goose to hang with their young. Mm-hmm. And I just thought I said, Jesus, talk about Mother Goose, huh? And of course my wife starts laughing, and I'm like, well, but it was the oddest thing. I'd never seen a white goose with Canadian geese.
Right.
Yeah, some farm goose must have broke camp and ran.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
That's why New Hampshire has hogs.
Drive by.
I was going to say maybe a swan got in there.
I drive by quite a lot.
Yep. Talking about hogs, we're starting to get them fairly, I don't want to say fairly thick, but they're not quite a nuisance down here yet, but it is at the point now there's talks that in 2018 DNR is going to issue or they're going to put in place some sort of a program where for every wild boar you drop, you take in an ear or a tusk or whatever, and they'll actually start paying people to kill hogs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're trying to get in front of it before it becomes a real problem.
Right.
And from what I understand, a few guys that I know that have already been hunting them, there's a lot of folks down here that are already planning on that being a full-time business now.
Stocking up and getting ready.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's good for gun sales and ammo sales.
Oh, yeah. Yep. We don't have the night hunting farm down here, but I guess technically you would call it trapping. You can set up these pens. I mean, I've seen them range anywhere from like an overgrown lobster trap. There's a way in them through a funnel they can't come back out of, and I've seen the big steel rings that you sit there and wait, and once enough of them are inside the circle, you flip a switch and it drops. Gauge them that way.
Right.
But there's no license required for that here because they're already labeled as a nuisance animal.
Stump, they have pens with like fences, seen a guy make one out of pallets, 8-foot skids.
Yeah.
And it's like, 12 by 12 or something. And they can get in. He made a little drop down or whatever.
Yep.
They couldn't get out. You only caught like 4. My thing is that why aren't you shooting every female known to big land?
Right on.
Yeah. Yep.
Definitely.
Just shoot every female known. Any female you see, bang, take it out.
Yep. I mean, the county I live in, there's guys that are taking hogs on a steady basis. But actually here on our property, I haven't seen so much as a track yet. And
well, there's about 250, 225 of them up in northern New Hampshire, I believe. They escaped from it wasn't 225, they escaped, because they multiply.
Right.
But some pigs escaped from this guy's farm. And you can hunt them up there, but you have to have permission from the farmer because it's still all his land.
Right.
Apparently, they're not drifting. They're staying where all the food sources are. So they're you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
They will eventually.
Yeah.
I guess most states have a season on the hog. Here in Texas, I mean, it's open season year round.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear Tennessee's the same way too.
Louisiana's got a big problem with them also.
Yeah. Now, 3 years back, the local slaughterhouse here, Carolina Pride, they had one of their hog haulers. He had a damn wreck, turned the truck over. And apparently like 6 or 7 hogs lived through it and were running free. Because DHEC, OSHA, whoever the regulating body is that has something to do with it, they actually put out a bounty. Because, I mean, these are obviously, farm-raised hogs. Anybody that shot one got $500, and that was from the state. And then the packing plant slaughterhouse, whatever you want to call them, they had like $1,000 bounty on each one of them as well, because they only had X number of days, and if they weren't all accounted for, they were getting fined mega bucks.
Wow.
And they were begging people to come out and kill these things.
Did you read that article about the animal rights activists that I want to say it was in Wisconsin, a mink farmer up there? They came and opened up the thing, and I want to say close to 40,000 mink they let loose.
Oh shit!
And they started dying right away because they've always been fed, and the heat and everything else.
Right.
And so they're after the people that tried to set them free.
Yeah.
Because they killed them by letting them run like that.
Yep. Yeah. They don't know how they're surviving in the wild. They're too fat and lazy.
Yeah, and they've never learned how to hunt or anything. Yeah.
Well, and this guy has been in his family since, he said, 1936.
Wow.
We had a mink farm in my hometown that I grew up on. There's houses on the farm now, but you'll still see them around town.
Oh, there's a stink you won't forget.
Yeah,
mink
so
farm.
many of them have those glands, man. I tell you, so many animals. I just can't believe them, and they all stink.
Yeah.
Smell the friggin' scent gland on the friggin' deer. Tell me how it smells.
Yeah, right.
Just
a certain time of year. Back to the hogs, the domesticated hog, and it's about the only animal that can do it. It only takes 3 generations of running around in the woods till they go back to a totally independent wild state.
Yeah, fully feral in 3 years or 3 seasons.
Yep.
Or generations, whatever the freaking
I
word
thought it
is.
was less than that.
well,
I thought it was like 2 months or something.
as fast as hog produce, 3 generations is about a year, right?
Yeah.
It ain't even that long.
And they start having.
No, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was only a couple of months that it takes. I thought after 3 months, a hog starts growing the tusks.
tusks.
I thought. I could be wrong. I'm just saying.
Well, those are always there, but in 3 generations, they become more prominent,
Yeah.
more like a wild boar.
Yeah, they go from being a really tasty puppy to full-blown wild critter.
Right? Full-blown watch your ass critter.
Hell yeah.
Them dogs don't mess around.
No. Yeah. Yeah, you see videos of that crap all the time on YouTube, you know, hog hunting fail or something like that. Damn boar charges somebody and there they are, you know, with some 500 or some crap like that. And they literally don't have time or consciousness of mind or whatever to actually try and aim and place a shot.
Right.
Those videos, I've seen so many people just get, just brutally pounded on by, you know, pissed off bacon.
Yep. There's a buddy of mine down south. He shot a big boar with a bow.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of running off, the boar turned on him.
Ooh.
So he threw his bow down and shimmied up a tree. And he made a good shot on the boar. And that boar tore into that tree and was digging at the root system and stuff, trying to pull that tree down. And when as the boar was bleeding, and when he'd get tired, he'd lay down and curl up right around the tree so the guy never could come down.
Yeah.
So he was stuck up that tree for about an hour until that boar finally bled out and then, bit the dirt. But he destroyed a beautiful longbow.
Oh, yeah.
Just tore up everything that he dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, a lot of people don't realize that's not a dumb animal by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, no.
Pigs are very, very intelligent.
Right.
Well, out of the barnyard animals, they're supposed to be the smartest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they are the tastiest.
You got that right.
We don't have the wild ones around here.
No?
Cold in the winter time or what?
Yeah, good point. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I just discovered that
No.
Massachusetts, as late as 2014, when one was actually shot and killed, a mountain lion, cougar, whatever you guys want to call them.
Right.
Which I thought was rather interesting.
Mm.
The funny part is that one of them, I don't know if it's one they killed or the one they got, but anywho, it was tracked like out in Montana and they're doing it by DNA. It doesn't have a tracking collar on, they're doing it by DNA. Right? They're catching them, they're taking the DNA, and then they get, they'll do another DNA test or whatever. Anywho, this one came out of Montana and made its way to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
First of all, why would you want to do
that? Obviously, they can't read.
You're leaving all the elk, you're leaving all the deer, you're leaving all that, you're leaving all them beautiful animals to come to Massachusetts.
Well, he figured with y'all's gun laws, he'd be safe.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because we can't trap them.
No.
Can't
the only real. I think the only real cats we have around here, at least in my generalized area, is just a bobcat. Which, I don't say that, as in it's a lightweight critter. It can definitely put a hurt on you, but...
It's 50 pounds of hurt.
Yeah, but, 99 times out of 100, if you cross up with one out in the woods or, one strays up in the yard while you're out there, it don't take much racket at all, and that son of a gun's going to turn tail and break camp.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's.
I mean, you'll have. You guys can look it up on YouTube. It's wicked funny. You know, just put hunter meets or turkey. I think it was turkey hunter. So turkey hunter meets bobcat. This guy sitting at the base of a tree or whatever, and up comes this bobcat. Dude, you got to see how close it gets to the guy. And some lady, some 80-year-old woman here in Massachusetts just got attacked by a bobcat.
Ooh,
She took like 100 and something stitches.
she got lucky.
Mm-hmm. She went out to do something to the chicken coop, closed the thing, whatever. And she's been missing chickens. She's been missing chickens because of friggin'
Right. Would you say she got 100 stitches?
over 100.
Probably in the matter of about 3 seconds, too.
Oh yeah.
Over 100 stitches. And so now they figured the bobcat was taking the chicken.
Right.
They figured the bobcat was thinking that was his territory, or it's
Right.
Yeah, the bobcat was defending its food source.
These things are like a walking, talking switchblade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it. A common house cat, a cat in the yard, whatever. You're playing with it decides to take a swing at you. That son of a bitch is brutally fast and extremely efficient. I mean, it's got a knife blade for every fingernail. And guess what? It's got them on all 4 feet.
And don't forget its bite.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing's got teeth that are designed literally from nature to shred flesh. I mean, that's its job, right?
Yep.
And now put this thing, like Mike was saying, put some weight on it, give it an attitude because it's full-blown wild. That ain't something you want to fuck with, dude. That's guaranteed getting your ass whipped.
Dude, this coyotes I wouldn't want to fuck with.
Yeah.
It's just...
I've been seeing a lot of coyotes on the side of the road dead. Yeah.
Oh, are you getting a lot of them?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Like,
Probably coming out to get the deer.
they're dead.
They're probably coming out to beat the ticks and bugs and everything else that's getting at them.
Could be.
I tell you one that surprises me. I'm sorry.
Walk right out of I-90.
Yeah. But the one that surprises me now down here, up until, a couple, 3 years ago, there was no such thing as an armadillo around here. You never even heard anybody seeing one. Now, good God, man, they're worse on the street than potholes.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, there's a dead armadillo. One's popped by a car.
Yeah, they tear up a yard too.
Yeah, and some weird-looking little things too, man.
Well,
Speaking of
looky
weird-looking
there.
little things, hey Cobra.
Howdy, howdy.
Right on cue.
Weird little things. What's
Right
up?
on. We're almost done. We're almost out of here. Clover shows up.
That's usually the way it works. I show
Well,
up,
then-
people leave.
Well, then, in that case, Mike, do you mind if we get him to do his rundown
Oh,
on the Veterans Project thing here?
You know better than that.
Justin's final mission. Well, I mean, I know better, but it is your chat. I want to be civilized and respectful about it. But
You know the answer to that question already.
all right. Well, I guess I'll say some things here. So what Sump is referring to is hashtag Justin's final mission. Just a little thing that YouTubers are doing to raise some money for veterans and try to lower the suicide rate, people with PTSD and such. I would just say at this point, stay tuned to the eBalmy channel. Yeah, it's weird. I got to plug that guy's channel all the time, but that's where it's all focused out of. Yeah, Stalker Steve can tell you he just won an AR-10. So there's
I
some
don't know.
things.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I don't know if it's real or not at this point, but apparently Stalker Steve tried to have some back alley FFL, transfer the firearm. So I don't know what guy you were using, but yeah. Anyway, So there's some stuff apparently going down pretty soon. Some more giveaway items to try to raise some money for the veterans in need. That's where I'll leave it right there.
Right on. And you know, I'll say this, and just my 2 cents added to it. You know, you pretty much know with this organization, Justin's Final Mission, every single penny raised is put to use. They're not paying somebody some fat fucking salary to sit there and mash a button on a computer or nothing. I mean, this actually is the money going to where it's supposed to, helping our vets.
Right.
And, you know, if you get the mindset of, well, it's a vet, so what? Think about this: the very fact that we have our flag still flying and we are free is due, and every bit of that's because of our vets. You know.
Exactly
Right on.
So yeah, don't.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Let me ask you guys something, and this is not veteran related. Does anyone out there know C-Max Arms? Are you guys sub to his channel?
Yeah, definitely.
C-Max?
No.
So like he's going through some rough times right now, got diagnosed with cancer, starting his chemo treatments. So I like to just put that out there to keep him in your prayers and stuff like that. Check out his channel. He's starting to open up about it, and he's decided to kind of document his journey through the chemo process, which is great. Not only does it help him because you stay active, I think that's the biggest thing, because I lost my mom to chemo. You know, you don't always lose your loved one, or you don't always die from the cancer. Sometimes the treatment is worse.
Yeah,
and that's what happened to my mother.
Definitely.
So like when I see someone like this, you know, going through it, it's like, man, you got to get through this chemo. You got to stay positive, strong, keep active. And there's like those ups and downs with the chemo, and he needs support. So anybody out there, C-Max Arms.
And like Cobra just said, man, support. That's the key thing with anybody going through that. They've got to know deep in their heart they got people that are pulling for them on their side. They got to know there's people that want to see them make it through and whip this, you know, treatment's ass, whip cancer's ass. Whatever it takes to help these people stay positive.
Yep.
Yes.
You know, my aunt's going through it right now, the chemo, and it's whipping on her hard.
Damn.
But Aunt Fran's
chemo's some wicked shit.
Yeah, but Aunt Fran, I mean, she's a tough old bird, man. I mean, she's got it in her mindset. She's gonna beat this.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I mean, and you'd be amazed what little stuff will do to help somebody in that situation. You know, you can't kick in money or whatever. You know, food. A lot of times those folks going to it. Food ain't really on the forefront of their mind.
No.
But little shit like, you know, go cut their grass or something.
Oh, right.
Dude, you'd be amazed how much that lifts their spirit up and makes them feel like, well, damn, somebody loves me. There's a reason to hang on.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Well, some of them, you know, just go and take a few minutes and sit down and talk to them for a while.
Hell yeah. Talk to them like they're a normal person, not like they're a fucking chemo patient.
Oh, right.
That doesn't work good, man.
Right.
Hell yeah. Give them a few minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, give them a few minutes of fucking normal, you know? It's not hard to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. As soon as you treat them like my brother was telling me, my brother's a detective at the VA. And you know, every once in a while he'll have to go to the hospital and there'll be an unruly patient or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll say to the nurses, and then one of the nurses I went to high school with, he'll say to one of the nurses, you know, like, what's wrong? Well, he thinks he's the president. Now he's threatening this and that. Yeah. So he'll go in and he'll ask, well, what president does he think he is? And be like, he thinks he's Ronald Reagan or whoever. And hey, President Reagan, can you do me a favor? And he just talks to him, you know, and it's like, we need you to relax a little bit, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Young man, he says, these people just don't want to. He says, it's okay. They're going to listen. Just relax. And then the guy just calms right down. And they don't have to boot him with all this medication that he doesn't need. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. That's big. That's a big thing right there.
It's like you're already depressed. Okay. and then it kills me, because it's not just here that they do it; they do it everywhere. Okay.
Yep.
And then the first thing they do is they give you meds to do what? Bring it down and depress the shit out of you even more.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand why. I mean, I know. Look, I mean, I know that they're trying to help. I get all that. I'm not saying they're purposely trying to screw you over, but think of something better than to automatically just doink medication. You
Yeah.
know?
Pumping somebody full of chemicals ain't always the answer. In fact, it rarely is the answer.
Right.
That can be the easy way out for patient care.
Right.
Exactly.
I had to
Unfortunately, that's the
watch
way it
my
goes.
dad and brothers so damn stoned they couldn't function.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mr. Tolley. I don't know. Actually more than a few years back, but about 15 years or so ago, I worked with a kid. He took 8 stitches to his hand. 8 stitches. Okay, 8 stitches. My wife gave birth to 4 kids. This kid took 8 stitches to his hand. He came back with a bottle of Vicodin this big.
God almighty.
I am not joking. I am not joking. He came back with a bottle.
That's crazy.
I go, what the hell's that? He goes, oh, those are the. I thought he had like an infection or something, you know. And I said to him, I goes, dude. I said, oh, you got the infection from the oils from the sheet metal too. And he goes, no. He says, those are the painkillers. I go, painkillers? I says, what you do, rip tendons and, I'm like, okay, this kid must have ripped tendons. He goes, oh, no, I didn't rip any tendons. I go, so what happened? He goes, I got 8 stitches. I go, wait a minute, you got 8 stitches and a bottle of Vicodin?
That's how you get hooked on painkillers.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Holy
Big
shit, I
pharma.
would have suitcases full of all the stitches I've ever had. You know?
Well, yeah. And that's the other thing that's out there. Conspiracy theory, whatever you want to call it, is big pharma, like with the cancer thing. Like, there's people who say there could be more progress in cures and this and that and the other, but there's so much money made on the treatment of certain diseases, not just cancer, but cancer being one. Why would big pharma want to give that up and devote the money to research? It's like, I don't know, things that make you think.
Yeah, Mike, when I used to get stitches, it was, you got some antibiotics, but I don't remember getting pain pills.
Never. I never got a pain pill in my life for a
Stitch.
Right. You'd go get your damn stitches or staples, take a shot in the ass cheek of some damn antibiotic. And the doc said, look, motherfucker, if it starts hurting, take a damn Tylenol or an aspirin or some shit.
I broke my neck. I broke the first and second vertebrae in my neck, and all I got was Percocet.
Oh.
These sons of bitches are getting stitches walking out the door with fucking Vicodin. Are you kidding me?
You had to mention Percocet. God, I used to love those things.
Well, it started.
See how easy it is to get hooked on these things.
Oh,
Everybody's
God, yes,
like
it
that.
is.
Everybody.
Yes.
I went through that with my back surgeries, and it's like I gotta really be careful with what they're giving me because, luckily my wife was a pharmacy technician at the time, and she's like, yeah, be careful with this and this. I was like, you gotta make sure I don't get hooked on this shit.
You guys don't remember Darvon, though, do you?
What? No. Did that come on like a piece of paper you put on your tongue or what?
No, it was it used to be a big old cap, and on the you used to be able to break them apart, and there was a little red ball on the inside, and you called those goofballs.
Goofballs.
Yep.
And take the goofballs. But
Yep. Oh, God. Mikey bailed out on us. Hopefully he'll be back. And if he's not back in time to keep this thing going, just in case, Mikey loves all of y'all showing up, those that just listen, those that comment, everything. Oh, never mind. He's back.
Never mind what he just said.
Like the old black.
Scratch all that.
Whoa. This got what?
Used to have methaqualude in it just so you'd keep your shit together.
That's right.
Holy shit, Quaaludes. That's the 70s. Quaaludes. Holy
Yeah, the big ones.
Yeah, and as far as the dismissed stuff, Steve ain't really said a whole lot, so he can explain what I was saying. Because I'll just get told, "Shut up, Southerner."
I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't do that to you. I will say this,
You've
though.
done it several times, Mike. What are you talking about?
See,
What's that?
see,
You've done that several times. What are you talking about?
Done what several times, my friend?
Tell him something to shut up because he's a Southerner.
Fuck Stump. He sucks. He
yeah,
sucks.
not because I'm an asshole, just because I'm Southern. Yeah, but
because you
the
suck.
Southern asshole's the one that went straight into just in case Mike don't make it back in time to say this thing. Thank you, everybody. Getting to the
always-
whole Uncle Cal thing and all that. But fuck you.
I'm still waiting for the Stalker Steve show to kick off one of these days.
Yeah.
Right?
I know, right?
I don't
This
know.
guy's-
I just dropped 500 bills on this brand new computer and it's showing the wrong time, for God's sakes.
Oh man, you got to reset it.
Shouldn't
Are
have,
you,
damn
are you basing the time off of the pigeon flipper phone?
it.
Well, it's probably off time from where it was made.
What time does it say?
9:19 p.m.
Oh,
Well, it's
it's like
the
you,
minute time.
California
you're
time.
California
That's
dreaming.
California. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you moving?
That's
to
California
Cali-
time, Stevie.
You should be able to click on the little icon and go through and
Change it.
set it up or tell it to base the time off the internet or some shit.
Right. Yeah, I already tried clicking on it once. I can change the date's right.
You got to double click it.
Double click. Oh my God.
And just like that, Steve's no longer with us.
Put your cursor over right click it is what you want to do. Right click it and up at the top
Right click. You know how
you'll
long
have an option to adjust date and time.
Time. There it is.
Let's see. First day with the new friggin' fingers or something, Stevie?
Yeah, you watch. It's gonna probably shut me down and update again.
Just postpone it.
Right.
Yeah, fix it
I
later.
hate that about Windows. I ran Linux for a while. And I tell you what, that was so nice never to get bothered with any of that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Because it would just do those updates in the background, never reboot.
Right.
Never had to do any of that with Linux.
Steve,
Yeah.
what's your contact list? If it starts to grow and grow and grow, and you didn't put them in there, that's one reason why I got rid of 10, because every piece of junk mail, everything, the addresses went into my contact list.
Wow.
Yeah.
On your Windows
Yeah,
10?
yeah.
I'm on Windows 10.
Damn, what are you
That
running?
didn't happen to me.
What are you running
Oh,
now, driver?
I went back to 8.1.
Oh hell no!
We'll see.
You like 8?
I didn't have 8. Before that I had Vista.
Oh, you had Vista. Like, oh shit! I think XP was like the good old days, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the shit
The
there.
problem is like they quit updating shit and with
Right.
virus
I've got
virus
2
protection
computers
and
because they quit updating and the memory is so low on it, I can't boost the memory on it anymore or anything else. So
HP used to be huge.
Yeah.
Huge. They used to be huge.
And they used to overheat time you'd cut them on, too.
night, Phil.
I didn't even know Phil was in here. Good night, bud.
see you, Phil.
That's because we didn't tell you.
Well,
Now, I want to build my own computer this last time, and I'm not like a computer builder guy, but you know what? You watch enough YouTube videos, and it's just like staying at a Holiday Inn.
Anything.
You can do
yeah,
anything.
that's right.
And that's
that's
what I
right.
did.
Yep.
It's like I know how to use a screwdriver and such. I can put this stuff together.
Yep. You got a Phillips screwdriver and 2 fingers and a thumb to plug cables in. You can build a computer.
Push things in. I can plug things in, and
Mm-hmm.
Hey, now, I used to get paid money to do that shit.
oh damn.
There's a 39 camper. Haven't seen that one in a coon dog's age.
Really?
Wow.
Right on.
Can
That's
you
a good
screen-
dude right there,
Can you
man.
screen share it?
Yeah.
39.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how you been, Mr. Darrell? Mr. Darrell, do you have time? I know usually Friday nights you're with the missus, but if you have time, we're not going to be here too much longer, but if you have time and you want to come on the panel, bro, just say, Mikey, hook me up.
Nice. What are we gonna do? Like another hour, Mikey?
No, about another half.
Half? Okay. I'll take it.
About another half.
Yeah.
Considering we were about to sit down when I joined a while ago.
Well, it's funny because I started it at 10, and it was just me, Shaker, HP.
Oh, it's only
is in the
10:24 now.
house.
Hell yeah.
Mojo Bo, a.k.a. Jacko, is in the house.
What up, Mojo?
How you doing, brother?
Steve, you want to talk shit to me again? I'll pay you out again.
My fucking computer went to sleep.
Oh shit! What?
Yeah. Steve almost
It went
got
to sleep while you're
left
using
hand
it.
first.
Dang.
Damn, you bought a lazy computer. Poor thing.
That was your.
What kind of fits my personality?
Well, that's a good way to limit your time on the internet. Get some bitch go to
Yeah,
sleep and shut down.
That's enough. Like mom's back in the house.
Yep.
You've been on that computer long enough, son. What are you doing in there with the Kleenex box?
Right?
Get your ass out of my basement.
Oh, it better not even do that. Or we're going to have a talk with the man.
What brand
Darryl.
of computer did you buy?
Down in the dungeon.
Darryl, we might be chatting tomorrow. It all depends whether there's a JT or not.
And while he's here, I got to say this to him. I'm not sure if it was today or yesterday, if it was Facebook or Instagram. Dude, you chilling out in the hammock with the puppy. I was a jealous motherfucker
Right.
when I seen
was
that picture.
Oh,
With the
it's
what?
no kidding.
That was cool, and so wasn't your canoeing trip with one Wyndham Woodcraft,
Right on.
and your buddy.
Did you
Um,
say with a
go
puffy?
ahead. No, his
The
buddy,
puppy.
friend of his,
Oh, okay. That makes more sense now.
and I thought that was super cool.
A puppy.
Yeah. Puppy.
I thought it was super cool, and good for you that you guys were able to get together
That's
and
awesome.
do all that.
That's awesome. Does anyone
Yeah.
want to see my nuts while we're on here?
No, that's pretty much.
Check this out before I get kicked off. I'm talking about my
We
beer
don't
nuts
have
Oh, you motherfucker. We can't get that shit around here.
here.
It's
You
damn
can't get that
awesome.
at your Walmart.
Fuck no, man. And I
Oh,
love
man.
that shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's like $6 a bag around these parts.
Dude, I would pay $20 a bag for that shit. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
I tell you what, there's nothing like a. This is a good late night snack.
Right on.
Makes me think
No.
of Mikey.
I just ate a half a fucking tray of Vienna fingers.
Oh, Mikey, I was going to ask you. I just checked my PO box. Did you say you sent that?
Almost. With the
Did you say you
CC.
sent
it's
that
having
knife
an
or
issue.
what?
Yeah, the CC is having an issue. So
Oh shit. Okay.
yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
That's like two.
Um,
You said you're giving me two now, right?
3.
3. Man, you're a stand-up
3.
guy.
I try to be. Actually, right now I'm sitting, but either way,
Well, it just depends on
you know me.
all-
Nice hat,
it's
by
all
the
in-
way.
You like that?
I like that.
Hell yeah.
I like that.
Mm.
Groove, you got a message out there from Shaker H.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Anyway,
Nice
Mr.
hornet
Tolley,
sticker.
Someone saw it.
Right. A Hornet fixer. Hell yeah.
what's up?
He was on Blog Talk Radio tonight.
Nice.
Oh, give me 1 sec. Mr. Tolley,
That's me.
what are we working on for leather?
Oh,
What do you got? Or you just been pretty well balls to the wall busy?
I don't know what you said. I
Oh,
gotta
you
shut
didn't
my
hear me?
camera off, apparently.
All right. Good night, Greg. Good to see you.
Night, Greg.
Yep. Yep. Later, 9.
See you.
9.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Huh.
Well, I don't think I've got a full
Apparently not.
sentence out of him tonight.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, caught a few here and there. But he was asking you,
You got it
yeah.
now.
Mikey was asking you what kind of leather project are you working on tonight, or if you're even working on one.
I ain't working on nothing tonight.
Good. Take the night for yourself.
Tomorrow. I got plenty to do this weekend.
All right.
Got a couple holsters, knife sheet.
Mr. Tolley, I got a huge question for you.
I got a small answer for you.
Are you related to John Goodman? I swear. You sound exactly like John Goodman.
You know,
Dude, he looks like he's kin to him. It's not just the sound, the look. I swear they're kin to each other.
True. He's got to be your at least cousin. You know,
are you just realizing that now?
That I know of.
No, I've known this for years, but
okay.
You know, I haven't been on this fancy panel here very long.
I asked him that from the very first video I seen of Mr. Tolley. I PM'd him that very same question.
What was his answer?
F off and don't ever talk to me.
Oh, sorry. I can see why you want to keep that a secret. Yeah. You don't want a lot of attention.
Right. He didn't want to grow his channel under false pretenses.
Right.
That's right. False pretenses. I don't give a shit.
All you gotta do is find someone that you can do a Big Lebowski scene with, and you're set for life.
Right on.
There you go. There you go.
No.
I'm too short.
Shaker.
I think one of my.
I don't think so. Shaker HP said M.I. Woodsman looks like John Goodman. Nah, I don't see that.
Yeah.
Maybe in younger days.
Maybe. I think one of my favorite movie scenes with old John Goodman was in that Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh yeah.
They're sitting there. Man, it's like the perfect scene. You know, they're sitting there eating chicken or whatever it is in front of the tree. Just reaches up there and grabs a limb and beats the shit out of them with it.
What you think to do with that stick?
Yo.
He's been in so many iconic movies. It's crazy.
Oh God, yes. I mean, even from when he was doing TV all the time. I mean, he was a hell of an actor back then. He's just somebody you feel like you can relate to him, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a cool dude, actor-wise.
Yep.
Holy smoke!
Good evening.
Right on. Nice to see you.
Who's that?
Trees are blowing.
Well,
how'd it do?
Oh wow.
Either he's up early or he's late getting to bed. Either way, it is absolutely awesome to have you in here, man.
Heck yeah, Trees are blowing. That's a classy gentleman right there.
Yeah.
Gear.
How are you?
Gear, where have you been?
It's working.
Yeah, I like the new picture on him there.
Yep.
And I will say this for him to anybody that's been living under a rock and don't know who we're talking about here. If you're into reloading or shooting or anything that's remotely Pro 2A, if you got a question, shoot the man a PM. You will get an answer.
Right on.
He's not one of these.
Nice.
Yeah. He's not a dick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mean, he'll respond to you. He'll talk with you, and he talks to you level-headed. I mean, he's not trying to use all the fancy terminology and jargon and all that. He's an awesome dude, man, and he's really helpful.
So it's not like watching.
Problem cured.
Nice. It's not like watching a Stalker Steve vid where he's all fancy dancy with his. I'm gonna build a bridge and make it into 8 videos.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then a certain person, I'm not going to put him that deep on the spot, but a certain person who comments on every one of them keeps encouraging him with it, this, that, and the other. And you find out, this person has their name carved into this bridge. Not one part of the video anywhere is there anything about the fact this fucker's got his name carved in it.
I was afraid of trouble.
I'm fucking with you, man. But yeah,
I'm at a private institution. I was pushing my limits, as it were.
right. But the bridge did turn out cool.
Right on. Thanks.
Unfortunately, it gave birth to the Stalker Steve miniseries.
Right.
It's a YouTube legend now.
Yeah.
If you see a Stalker Steve video that's only a one-parter, you're like, I've been robbed. You know?
Yeah.
Well, that's when I finally figured out that he was talented.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, don't go too far there, driver.
And I'm actually guilty of this.
We don't want him to get a big head.
Yeah, Steve, you just got to forgive me on this one, but I'm guilty of this, and I'm going to fess up to it. Steve will put out a video, and I deliberately will not watch the damn thing for like a week, maybe 2.
Oh.
Because the next video may pop up, be like the same title, part 2. And at that point, I'll wait until one comes up, says, like 8 of 8. Then I'll go watch all of them so I'm not pissed off.
That's right. It's just like Netflix, where you gotta wait and you can binge watch all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, yeah.
And the whole season in 2 nights.
One day,
that's
Mikey
right.
will make some videos. When's the last time you made a video, Mikey?
Probably a month or so ago.
Oh, my
A
goodness.
little better than a month.
Yeah, that's
Probably a
been
little
while.
better than a month.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was just saying that to group tonight. I got to do a VR response for my southern brother for his 3,000th
Yep.
birthday.
Nice.
The last one you done was you and your daughter walking out there, and it started raining on y'all, right?
Was that the
That was
last
like
one?
June.
Dang, that was a while back.
Yeah, that was like June, first part of June, I think.
I think Mike likes the winter videos, the ice fishing and stuff like that more. Seems like, which is
Well,
fun.
that and it's I got more time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But no, I do. I mean, I like making both. Well, I say both seasons because we go from winter to fucking summer around here. So,
Yeah.
no, but I like. I do tend to side on the winter more than the warm weather. But
Let me ask you something, Mike. Is there a way? What's the proper way to tell that a lake has been frozen over with the correct thickness for you to walk out onto it?
Send
You
your buddy
guys.
out on it first.
pretty much,
besides sending your
if
your
you have
best
a
bud
brother
out.
or a sister, send them right out.
Yeah.
And hope they weigh more than you.
No, dude. You
I
guys
would-
cut down and I don't know, test it.
I
or
would
what?
take a boat.
Take a boat. Drag a boat
my
out.
Man, we used to, or he used to take the Volkswagen out on, or bug out on it.
Oh, geez. You drive it out there,
Yep,
You
you
don't
drive it
just-
out on the lake. Make sure
and
that it
you're
was
still around to
well enough.
live. That's pretty amazing.
Well, it was a bug, so it floated long enough that you could go ahead and get a rope to it or whatever and pull it back out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Did you ever
Bugs
fall
used to
through the
float.
ice?
I don't remember him ever going through the ice on it.
Huh.
Now I've fallen through the ice out ice skating, getting to the wrong end or something. you know.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm talking
I'll
about.
tell you what, first ice really sucks when you're with your buddies and you're the smallest guy, because guess who gets sent out first?
Yeah.
I don't want to test the ice. I mean a bunch of junk food this year.
Right.
Just take my ice chisel and poke that in the ice in front of me.
Yeah. Now that's it. See, now we finally have an intelligent comment here. Not that everyone else's ideas were great and obviously have worked for years and years, but driving a Volkswagen Bug out onto the ice, I don't know.
I don't know.
If it'll hold
really,
my
it did.
Suburban,
Put a rope on that guy.
if it'll hold my Suburban, it's safe to walk on.
Well, and also, once you could get the bug out there, that was also meant it
Wait.
was thick enough to go ahead and start a fire out on the ice.
Hold on, driver. Where were you originally from? I thought you were down in Texas.
Kansas originally.
They had that type of ice in Kansas?
Oh, used to. I mean, the winters aren't the same way they used to be, but yeah, ice used to get real thick there in Kansas.
Global warming.
What do you
now,
call
huh?
real thick, driver?
Thick enough to hold a
Probably 8
Volkswagen
inches.
Bug.
At times, I've seen it where we chipped through probably up to 8 inches or so, I'd say.
Oh, see, we measure our ice in feet.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I see big trucks out there on the ice when I was out traveling during the wintertime, pulling their little shanties out on the ice and everything else.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then I also see a lot of pictures where you just see the tail sticking up through the ice.
Yeah.
But that's the dumbasses that go out there a little too soon.
Or stay a little too late.
Right.
Yeah. I've heard a few stories of that.
Last
They
winter got to about 28 inches on our lake local here.
Yeah.
And that's all the thicker it got. It usually gets about 3 feet.
That's up north ice.
yeah.
About 3 feet.
But yeah, talking with some of the ice fishing folks, I've heard many of stories of, you know, the little shanties or huts or whatever being left out there just a little bit too long. You know, take the truck out there, the snow machine or whatever, and try to fetch it, and the next thing you know, man, everything's in
Under.
Yeah, in 10 foot of water or 6 foot of water. And
Yeah.
Woodsman's got a real good video on recovering a shanty when it was a little too late.
yeah.
Right.
3 guys, a truck, and a big hunk of rope, and holy smokes.
It looks like we got Drive Shaft Drew out there in the chat. You know, he's up from the Great White North. He probably knows a little bit about ice.
Heck yeah.
Right.
I got a peek in him too. I forgot.
Hadn't seen him around in a while.
Yeah. I know I used to like going ice fishing, but you know, all I ever had was a hand dogger. And
Yeah.
hand dogger wasn't such a bad idea.
We had the axe.
Yeah, nothing like going out on a straight lake ice fishing in the winter and drilling a hole through 1.5 feet of ice and ending up in 4 inches of water.
Oh, wow.
Here's my thing. Driver's talking about using an axe.
Right.
Dude, the amount of time and effort I put into the edge on an axe, there ain't no way in hell I'm letting you sling it into a damn big-ass chunk of ice.
Well, it's just water.
That's why you got your piece of shit
Driver's
axe.
a savage.
I don't own a piece of shit axe.
Ice axe.
Well,
Big axe.
You get them from Bud K.
Okay.
that's when
It's like $5.
Ah.
Lasts you one session. You lose a head off, and once you bust through the ice, it's gone.
Damn. Yes.
You invested in that company yet, Cobra?
They think I have. You know what I'm saying?
He should. I mean, hell, by now they should be getting ready to change the name to, you know, Cobra Burnout's Warehouse.
He's probably got his own browser when he logs on.
Right? Which, by the way, I did see the broadsword. I managed to catch that video.
Okay,
Right
thank
on.
you.
Fucking nice.
It went up as it's hanging up over here. You can barely see it in the
Right.
vid. You can't really see the top part, but I got it fixed up. It came in damaged. And here's one thing about Bud K. I mean, they sell high-end stuff. They also sell a lot of cheap stuff. And I'm a cheap bastard, so I buy cheap stuff. But that's a wall hanger. And it came in damaged. I sent them an email, and they're like, you know, we'll send you a shipping label, ship it back, we'll replace it, or we'll give you your money back, whatever you want. Then I was talking to John Solar 283, and he's like, "You could do this and fix it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I will, because that'll be fun to mess around with." So I fixed it. Now it's hanging on the wall. So that's how that went down.
And now you've got your time and effort into it, so it's truly yours now.
Yeah.
You know.
Now I tell you what, you swing it at somebody, and it ain't gonna last but one chop.
Yeah, but that one swing, that much. Yeah, that
better
one,
make it a good one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it ain't really got to be all that good. I mean, you figured that much weight focused on that little, thin ass profile.
Yeah.
Grab them in the ribs. You're gonna crack a few ribs. I mean, it may fall, like you say, it may fall on the floor in a million pieces, but they're gonna have several really trashed ribs. They ain't gonna be interested in fighting no more.
And that's when you use that, drop it, move to your next cheap ass Bud K knife. There's like this. It's like the Saturday night specials of knives,
Right on.
Leave it in the
I
yard.
just shake this guy. I didn't even bother taking it out of his gut. I just went on,
Right.
You just leave it in.
It's all right. It'll rust away in about a month. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it cost me $2,
Bam. Break it off in them. It's like, there you go.
you
I
keep
got
that
more.
for a souvenir.
I got more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get their catalog every once in a while.
They're fun to look at, go through, and they'll put on those big ass sales, and it's like,
That's all
I think I'll order something. I have gotten some really nice knives, like some Gil Hibben knives and stuff from them, but then I've gotten the whole line of, oh, here's a $10 Bowie knife,
Right.
which looks great on camera. And people always ask me, oh, did you baton a tree? No, I don't go around batoning trees, with my knife, so I can't help you there. It will probably break. That's probably what I can say. But,
Yeah, I'm
I
right
just
there
don't.
with you.
I don't baton trees with with these knives.
I don't baton a tree with any knife.
Yeah, it's just
If it's a
That's what the axe is for.
yes, exactly.
right.
That
Right tool
that's
for the
why.
job.
Yeah, that's why I put all.
Better yet, I don't want to work that hard even. I get the chainsaw out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, if I've got a lot to do, I'll get the chainsaw. But if it's just one tree I got to drop, buck it down into like 10-foot logs or something you can tote on your shoulder. Yeah, grab the axe and go with it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Steve seen me do it in another chat quite some time back. My axe, you can shave with it better than you can any fucking store-bought razor blade.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very firm believer. I don't forget who it was now that was quoted one time talking about if you gave them 5 hours to cut down a tree, they'd spend the first 4.5 hours sharpening their axe.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in sharp.
Wow.
I've got an old Craftsman boy's axe. Belonged to my uncle many, many, many moons ago. A couple of trees with it one day. And I got back to my shop and I cleaned all the sap and shit off the blade.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still able to shave with it.
Yep. The old ones have really good steel. I mean, nothing like the crap that's out there now.
Yeah.
Now, this is one sword I got from the Bud K that was cheap, but I've had a lot of fun with. It's just like a modern take on a Spartan sword. Yeah. And it says made out of high carbon steel. That's about all it says on there. But this thing came with a wicked, I don't know if they're all like this, but mine came with a pretty wicked edge on it. And when I tested it, I broke the cutting board that was underneath the watermelon, and I just barely, went like that. And I was like, ooh, my wife was pissed, type of thing. But, yeah.
Get one of your buddies to dress up in armor and really test it. That'd make a good
video. This thing's pretty cool.
Steve, since that's your idea, maybe you should be the one to dress up in a suit of armor.
No, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Be like that. Who was that YouTuber that died recently because he had his shoot him with the damn 50 cal?
Yeah, that was crazy.
The Desert Eagle.
What?
Like with it was like, I'm gonna hold this book in front of me, and she shot him, and it went through the book and killed him. Supposedly they had, done a test on another book, but that's not the test you want to be doing.
No, it was some thick ass phone book, but I'm like, Cobra, no. Going back to what we was talking about earlier, the difference between being a cheap fucking sumbitch and being frugal.
Right.
Dude, there's body armor out there that just about anybody can afford. You don't have to drop $9,000 on, high end reactive ceramics and all this shit,
Right. And you don't have to put yourself in front of the bullet for a YouTube video.
No.
Put it in front of a
no.
But what did Clint Eastwood use in his the one movie?
Oh, the cast
door up a potbelly stove.
Potbelly stove, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got to call bullshit on that one. Cast iron is some fragile shit.
Yeah.
It would not have dented that thing. It would have shattered and went right on through his little bony ass.
I don't know, but
well, you would think so.
But think about the of course this is all hypothetical, but what they were using back then.
Yeah, I mean, that's true too.
With the firearms and stuff, the powders weren't as hard hitting and stuff like that.
Right.
That's a great scene. That's a classic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is. That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
But that's your 45 Colt black powder load,
Yeah. That's what it is.
It's gonna load some of them up just for shits and grins.
I mean, some people just go crazy trying to make a YouTube vid to be famous, and that dude wound up dead. It's and his girlfriend or whatever is wound up go to jail for it. I think she was getting charged.
Yeah,
with like a negligent homicide type of thing.
Well, she should.
I mean,
you're talking about the other 5?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I did my line at the beginning of this chat, so fuck them all. All right.
Dumbasses of the world.
No, dumbass.
Well, that's why they have the Darwin Awards,
Yeah, right.
That's right. And this is further proof. I've said this in the past. Get rid of all the warning labels. Let nature take its course. You will weed out the dumbasses.
It's true.
I mean, I hate to sound disrespectful to these folks, but let's face it. You kind of seen that coming, and you're going to still do it. You kind of deserve it.
Bottle of drain cleaner.
Yeah.
Maybe think twice.
Right.
Yeah, I should have taken those a long time ago. I did. I ate 3/4 of a bag of Vienna fingers. Ooh.
Vienna fingers. What is that?
Little cookies.
Let me guess, Kirby. He was talking about Vienna fingers. You were like me, thinking that's just Mikey's way of saying Vienna sausage.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking about the Vienna sausage.
The same way. The same way, but the cookies taste a lot better than the sausage.
Oh, well, see, now I'm hungry for those little sausages. I mean,
no, that's just
you can.
The cookies are better, man.
Well, cookies are way better. They would have been a lot better with a half a gallon of milk.
That must be a northern thing, like a New Hampshire thing or something.
Oh yeah.
No.
What?
No. I've never heard of Vienna cookies.
You haven't heard of Vienna? Vienna, like in Guinea land. Vienna.
What?
V-I. Italian.
Come on, Cobra.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at
Wow. You gotta hang out on this shit, man. You got to get up to date on your racial slang.
Texas is just fucking. That's pretty slow too, huh?
Really?
Starting to say.
Well, I mean, I haven't gotten out to that part of Texas yet. I mean, it's a big area, a lot of territory that we cover. So,
right. Good point.
I haven't been
out
out there yet.
Here we go again with everything's bigger in Texas. Bullshit.
Or everything's a territory of Texas. We just haven't, fully brought it under the republic.
Good night, Mr. Drive
What I
Shaft.
missed
True. Good to
everybody-
see you.
Everything's bigger in Texas. I missed it. What?
Oh,
Go back to sleep, old man. It'll be all right.
yeah. Spin your camera around. Do you got
Yeah,
anything on
back
your
to sleep,
couch?
will you? Good night, Drew. Good to see you.
Night.
Later, Drew.
Yep, later, Drew. It was really cool of you to come hang out with us for a little while, man.
He's a cool dude. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
There's some cool cats up there in the Great White North.
Yeah, there aren't too many people.
Yeah.
Here. I don't like.
You got Tom on the line. Drive Shaft Drew.
Yeah, Norm is friggin' awesome, man.
Yeah, I was a good guy.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to go, guys. It's getting too hot sitting here in my office.
Oh,
Hot diggity.
goodness.
Man, it's been hot and humid around here.
Right on.
Well, be careful. Be safe. All that.
Yep, definitely be safe, man. We'll catch you on the turnaround.
Yeah, hopefully next week I'll be able to get back on too.
Nice.
We'll see.
Great.
I'm starting to get adjusted to this working daytime thing. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
See you later.
Be good. Shit. I meant to tell him thank you one more time.
Thank you.
Yeah, a little late now, but
Mm.
that one measurement's going to save me hours of sitting there scratching my damn head.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I got to reload my Pez dispenser.
Which one's that?
One of my troll buddies.
Nice.
Mm.
Make your troll your own.
Yeah, you got to own your trolls.
That's right.
The trolls suck.
Yeah.
Unless they're-
On a good
unless they're
night.
I don't know if it was local. I don't know if it was a local thing or not, but when the trolls came out in the Midwest or in Kansas,
Mm-hmm.
we called them damn dogs.
Yep.
Call them what? Damn dolls.
dolls.
Really? Why was that?
I don't know. I was a kid and my sister had one, and everybody was just calling them damn dolls, not trolls.
Huh.
You
Is that
remember
like
driver
a-
would go ahead.
I was going to say, is that like a voodoo thing or just a
No.
random?
Yeah, it's just like, it's another one of them damn dolls type thing.
Oh,
Yeah, but driver, do you remember shortly after those things come out and got popular all over the place? Just about every truck you'd see tearing up the big road had one or two of them motherfuckers glued to the hood or some shit.
Yeah.
And some of them actually had those that were like almost a foot tall. I'd never
Yeah.
seen those. I mean, some of those were.
Jeez.
mm. Mikey, are your legs all right? Or are they still messed up?
No, they're still pretty messed up. I gotta go get it
Dang,
checked
man.
out.
Yeah.
I gotta go get it checked out because now I got it on my arms and
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh, hell.
And you've tried putting
Spotty.
salve on that.
Oh yeah.
And
Dang,
it's not some form of psoriasis, huh? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
that's terrible.
Yep.
Because psoriasis doesn't go away. Psoriasis stays with you.
Well,
It can come and go.
My buddy suffered with that shit, and the FDA had nothing here. And so when he used to go to Canada on business, they used to take care of him up there.
Right.
The FDA still hasn't approved the drug that Canada has for it.
No. Well, there's a slight lull here, gentlemen. I'm going to make my exit as well.
Yeah, the rest of us are too in about 32 seconds.
Yeah, but it
32
was
seconds.
absolutely awesome to get to hang out with everybody. Cobra, it's always nice to get you to come in here and share a little information, shine a little light on Justin's final mission. Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
thank you. But y'all, good
Peace,
night.
brother.
Be good, play nice, all that good shit. Remember, ain't nothing illegal till you get caught.
Unless you're
Yeah.
All right, with that, we are going to take it off. Everybody out in the chat room, thank you, obviously. Everybody, all the silent watchers, thank you, obviously. And anybody that's going to watch this tomorrow or the next day or what have you, always appreciated. And I appreciate you guys on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome to have Mr. Tully back here tonight.
Right on.
Great. We shall see you guys all next Friday. All
Right.
Enjoy. Great seeing you.
All right.
All
All right.
Be safe. Good night, all.
Good night.
Take care.
See you, Mikey.
Good night, everybody.